Alrighty, Slappers, we're in for a night of fun. We have 5 matchups here this evening. Starting off with the Sonola Heat against the Maryland Iceworkers. Maryland Iceworkers coming off a nice high from last night. Following that at 9 o'clock, we have the Columbus Clappers taking on the Michigan Mallards. Michigan Mallards looking to make their name a little bit well-known, a little bit more well-known, as last season did not go as well as they would have hoped it to be. And so they're going to try to bring this one back around this season, as with the addition of Night Sector. We'll see how they do later on against the reigning champions, the Columbus Clappers. Following the 9 o'clock matchup, we have a 9:30 matchup. Columbus Clappers playing a doubleheader tonight. Their second game will be against the Miami Vice. Rodeo and Meat Sale looking to take on their former team. Going to be a good one there to finish off our pro scene, our pro triple header this evening. Moving into Challenger at 10 o'clock, the Pittsburgh Spinners, a new Challenger team promoting up from the intermediate division from the previous season, will be taking on the newly known West Virginia Orangutans. Without Cameron Palapa taking that team into his own hands and building it from the ground up, with the additions of 3 new characters, all from the intermediate division from the previous season. Be interesting to see how those two fare against one another. And then after that, we're going to take a short break and then come back at 11 o'clock, where we will see the Halifax Hydras take on the Yosemite Bobcats over on the west side of the nation. Without further ado, let's get into the rosters between these first 2 teams. I can't even hear myself. This music's blaring me out. Sinaloa Heat, captained by Bray, followed up by Spleen, Brady B, and then Rambone. Rambone going to be sitting on the bench here this evening. On the flip side, the Maryland Ice Orcas 1-0 on the season so far, winning their previous game against the Piglets quite decisively. After that third period, the Lags stayed at bay, and they kind of just ran away with the scoreboard. Maryland have their first win of the season, looking to make it 2 with the roster of Skiztastic, Tank, Saji, and Resp. Resp will be, we will be without Resp here tonight, so it'll be the OG Ice Orcas out there on the ice, looking to play their game, looking to mark it up, get along the boards, get into the nitty-gritty of it, and we'll see how they, party on this evening, as they have Tank back in the lineup. Gonna be interesting. Going to be interesting. I'm not entirely sure. Rambo might play, he might not. I don't have any intel one way or the other way. But coming into this season, Rambo wanted to take a 4th position on a pro team rather than playing a starting role so he could focus on his West career. And gotta respect that. So tonight, he might play, he might not play. He said out of the season he's expecting to play 2 games. And so we'll see if that comes to fruition or not. Going to be a good matchup here this evening. Taking a look at the previous season, the pro standings. Interesting. It's a little squished. I don't know why it's squished, but Columbus Clappers, the reigning champions. Michigan Mallards only having 1 win. That was against the chaseless Orlando Otters. But there were no Winnipeg Wraths of pro. That's a good thing. Crusade saying it's going to be another painful one, perhaps. Perhaps. It all depends on how the Heat show up to play. A lot of people saying that the Heat are going to be one of the few relegation teams coming out of pro. We're going to see that firsthand here tonight. We're going to see what they're made of. We're going to test their mettle up against the Ice Orcas. If they can beat the Ice Orcas, I think they have a little claim to fame here up in the pro division. But that's yet to be determined here this evening. With only 1 pro game out of the way, we got a long season ahead of us here in the Slapshot Premier League, but for the most part, set to be a good one. Taking a look back over at the schedule while we wait. 5 matchups, 4 of them East, 1 of them West. And yeah. Halifax had a rough night last night. I watched a little of their game. Wiki ended up casting their game last night. Was a mercy roll, was unfortunate, but they're looking to turn it around. I think they got a lot packing in their bag. I think they can pull off at least, the end of regulation here against the Bobcats. Bobcats are stacked a little bit. You got Rambone, Tyler.exe, along with Lil Q and the 4th is Shadows? I want to say it's Shadows. My memory could be serving me wrong, though. But the Ice Workers are in the lobby. We're waiting on Bray and his team. I received like 9 DMs from open teams. That's a later problem. I am busy. plenty of ticket to open. Ottawa just came out with a big win against Pittsburgh, 7-6. Congratulations to Brewski and company. Looks like the Exotics took a 7-4 victory over the Karens just now. But yeah, we're waiting on Bray, Spleen, Brady B, and the rest of the Heat roster to fill into the lobby. While we wait, we're gonna look back over at the starting lineups here this evening. We got Skiz, Saji, and Tank out there for the Maryland Ice Workers as Resp is out at the movies with a girl. Ooh, he's getting all of the cooties. Do not want to touch him with a 10-foot pole. And on the flip side for the Heat, we got Bray, Spleen, and Brady B. Rainbow going to be sitting out tonight. Going to be an interesting matchup. I'm hoping the color mod works and nothing explodes. If something does explode, you'll be here to see it. We'll capture it all in 4K. Other memes are available, but I picked that one for some reason. Yeah. At some point in time, they will fill into the lobby. Until that happens, I guess I'll just keep like checking out tickets. Oh, speaking of the devil, they're here. They have arrived. Spleen, Bray, and Brady B confirmed the starting lineup here this evening. And as soon as they're readied up, we'll get this one into gear. Maryland Ice Workers all readied up, only Bray remaining before we kick this one off into high gear. 15 minutes of Slapshot to be played. Only the strongest will survive, or probably the one with the best connection, but, you know, nonetheless, still valid. We'll take us to the ice as the puck is ready to be dropped. The screen capture just does not want to work. There we go. Now we're in it. Maryland Ice Workers in the black attacking the right side. They have the Heat on the right, wearing the red, attacking the left side. Brady B here for the Heat, takes this one out in front of his own net, throws this one out to Bray. Bray looking for that shot, hits Saji, goes off Brady B. Bray then to Spleen. Spleen dumps this one down to the near side corner. Saji tries to get this one to Tank, able to do so. Tank in the far side corner, swings it up the far side boards. Spleen there with a nice stop on Skiz's attack. Saji getting in the shot lane there, keeps that one to the outside, brings it back behind the Maryland Ice Workers netting. Saji down to the near side, off the backhand, out in front of his own net, gets around 1, 2, 3, and not able to send that one home as it goes wide off the far side. Brady B with a pass out to Spleen, out in front, looks for Bray, but no, Saji out the other way. Saji with one man to beat, shoots, scores! And Saji opens up the scoring with 4:16 remaining in the first period of play. Brady B got enough, but not quite able to keep that one from crossing the line, and we have a 1-0 matchup here this evening. Tank looking to take this one down Center Avenue. Brady B up to the far side boards, takes charge, looking to take this one off the forehand, thrown off a Tank. Tank off the backhand, lost over to Bray. Down to the near side, the battle ensues between Spleen and Tank. The Heat come out on top, but Skiz keeps on that puck. Skiz off to the far side, hits that red line. Saji there looking for Tank, not able to hit that one on the tape. Comes down to Bray. Bray, the captain of the Heat, takes this one back behind his own net, looks for a little bit of elbow room, a passing lane clogged up by Skiz. Two captains battled out down low in the Heat zone, finds Brady B down to Bray. Bray on the near side defensive corner, looking to take this one back behind his own net. Skiz there, clogging that one up, pass out in front. Tank shoots, hits the post, and off to the far side. Brady B will control it. Unfortunate, but it is what it is. Tank with an empty net, shoots, scores. Almost hits the post again, but he does in fact find the twine. 3 minutes, 27 seconds remaining in the first period of play. The Maryland Ice Orcas lead it 2-0. Spleen winning this one over to Brady. Brady B down to the near side, hits the red line, the blue line, the face-off circle, the goal line, takes this one up the far side boards. The Spleen back at the point. Skiz there says hello with a few swings of the stick, knocks that one loose back to Saggi. Saggi there with a nice dump out, hits Brady B to the backhand, to the forehand, to the backhand once again. Down to the near side, bank pass looking for Bray. Tank getting a touch on that one, keeps that one towards the offensive side for Maryland, but lost to Spleen. Skiz gets involved, gets a touch on it. Spleen down low, sends this one out the full 200. Maryland on the defensive side. Saggi here down in the corner. Brady B for the Heat. Brady B dragging this one along the boards. Interesting tactic, keeping possession for a little bit. It's padding the stats just a touch. Pass out in front. Brady B lost to Skiz. Finds its way to Tank. Tank doing his Beyblade impression out on the offensive blue line. Finds the puck, the puck on a stick. Brady B shoots. Nice save by Saggi. Keeps it down to the near side. Brady B out to the point. Finds Bray back at the red line. Pass goes off of Skiz to Tank. Thrown back to Skiz. The Tank. Spleen steals it away. Looking for that shot. Gets past Saggi once, but no. Saggi sticks to it like peanut butter on the ceiling when you're bad at making sandwiches. 2 minutes, 24 seconds remaining, and Maryland are still leading by 2. Tank to the far side boards. Lost to Spleen. No. Spleen keeps a hand on that one. Throws it towards his own net, and that one finds its way in, crossing the goal line. Tank gets another one. And that one is just an unfortunate pinch. Brady B almost had that one hit with a little bit of lag. Unfortunate circumstance there. But with 2:14 remaining here in the first period of action, we have a 3-0 game for the Maryland Ice Orcas. Brady B down to the near side. Pass goes out. Spleen gets that one off the forehead. Tank here getting a backhander on this one. Takes it up to the top side. The backhanded warrior himself takes his time back behind the Maryland net. Passing this one back up to Skiz. Skiz here off the backhand. Looking to take it off the hip, off the cup. Shoots it! He'll score. 1 minute 53 remaining. And the Ice Orcas tally yet again another goal before we're even out of this first chapter of play. Tank down to the near side, looking for that shot. Nice save by Spleen there out at the face-off circle. Tank gets another chance, but not able to get past Brady B. Saggi over to Tank, not able to pull the trigger on that one. Tank bank pass to himself, back to Skiz at the point. Drives in for the Maryland Ice Orcas, hits that one off a Tank, sent out of the zone. Spleen there, pass across the crease, but Saggi picks that one off with nobody to beat, sends it in with a nice tap of the stick. You'll tippy-tappy that way, that one all the way home. With a minute 33 remaining, we have a 5-0 game. Faceoff goes topside, back down to the near. Down center lane, Bray dekes his way through the Ice Orcas, and he hits the post off the near side. Oh, man, I feel that on a spiritual level. That is every game of Slapshot I have ever played, and that's unfortunate and demoralizing. Tank shoots, scores, and he makes it 6-0. Man. Night Sector giving him an earful in chat. Oh, man, that's definitely getting clipped. Oh, he will not hear the end of that one. Spleen up to Brady B on the far side corner. Back down to the near side. Heat looking to start this breakout. Trying to forget about this first period of play. Trying to get a little bit of momentum coming into the second period. We'll see what they can do. Brady B lost to Saggi. Saggi looking for an empty net. Going to walk that one right in. Saggi getting another goal. And he makes it 7-0. Here's Tank with it now for Maryland. Up to the top side. Takes this one off the backhand. Gets that one past Brady B. Finds Skiz. Skiz here looking to take this one to Disco Town. Spleen turning him away at the door. Skiz here down low in the Heat zone. Pass out to the points. Tank with a shot goes off Brady B's forehead. And back behind the Heat netting. Brady B down to Spleen. Spleen here off the forehand. Loses that one at the point. Skiz hits it off of both Heat players. Spleen and Brady B trying to defend. But Skiz, ever vigilant on that puck, takes that one away once, twice, and sold to the woman with the lovely mustache. 8-0 now the score. Who would have guessed that this would have been how this would have turned out? Spleen with a nice shot. Tank with a better save. Spleen down the near side looking to take this one back to the net. Saggi there battles with the stick. Spleen back to the point left to Brady. Brady up against Skiz. Brady pushing on into the offensive zone. Skiz here up against Bray. Bray there picking that one back over to Spleen. Spleen with 10 seconds remaining, looking to just survive this first period of play. Spleen over to Bray, almost able to get that passing play completed, but Tank shoots, hits the side of the net. Skiz here looking to walk that one in, but not able to, as that's the end of the first period of play. 8-0 is our score. And what is this? We're not going to look at that. I'll fix that later. Ramboom has entered the lobby. Man, Royals could have beat the Orcas. Interesting take. Alright, well, while we wait, I'm going to see if I can fix that screen. Oh my gosh, what was that? So it looks like you're seeing this happen as I am. Alright, that's close enough. We'll fix that later. But we're going to take this one into the second period of play. 8-0. Ramboom in. We got a full pro lineup for the Sinaloa Heat. And I forgot to hit the transition button. But here we are. Pucks drop. 5 minutes on the clock. 8-0 is the score. A deep hole to dig them out. Let's see if Ramboom can do it. We're in the cage on the defensive end. He's going to be playing their 3. We'll see how he does. Spleen off the hip, takes this one up to the top side, keeps it center lane, takes it down to the near side, off the forehand, looking to pass this one up to the top side. Ramboom leaving that one go. Saji here picking it up for the Ice Workers. Hits Tank with that one, hits this one off the backhand, losing that one. Saji picks up where he left off, takes it up to the top side board. Spleen there with a bank pass over to Ramboom, hits him in the hip. Saji there works his magic in the corner, lost to Spleen. Spleen down to the near side, throws this one out the center lane, throwing it out of in front of his own net. An interesting strat, but it did end up working out as it did not result in a goal against, and that's always a good thing if you ask me. 4 minutes 18 remaining. 8-0 is the score. Skiz gets this along the top side boards. Lost to Spleen. Spleen here let pass out. Nice clog up by Skiz. Keeps out one up along the boards. Brady B here off the backhand. Throws this one to open ice. Hoping for Spleen. Spleen here takes this one back on the defensive end. Dumps it back into the Heat zone. Skiz beats him to the puck. Throwing over to Tank. Tank off the forehand. Shoots. Scores! That plays a little plinko. And Tank hits this one off of Skiz along the way. And Skiz is deemed the victor as he claims the goal, making it 9-0. A minute into the second period of play, and we're 1 goal out of a mercy roll. Ramboom awarded with the save, thrown up to the top side. Brady B here with an empty net, shoots this one off the back. It hits the post and does not go past go, and does not collect $200. Saji off the side of the cage, banked over to the far side. Brady B picking that one up. Lost to Saji once again back behind the Heat goal. Saji down to the near side, passing this one back to the defensive end. Skiz there looking to take it off the stick of Spleen over to Tank. Tank along the far side boards up against Brady B, does battle. Brady B comes out on top with a forehand shot, shoots, scores! And the Sinaloa Heat find themselves on the board for the first time in their SPL season. It is 1-9 with 3 minutes and 26 seconds remaining. We have an 8-goal difference as the Heat found a way to break the goose egg. Rambo. Off Skiz. Skiz down the near side, lost to Spleen, thrown back behind the Heat goal. After this one, Saji there picking that one up, looking to take this one back to the point. Spleen getting a hand on that one, throwing it back over to Brady B. Brady B trying to dangle his way through the neutral zone, but Tank stealing that one away, not able to send that shot home. Ramboom denying him access along the near side post. Skiz here off the backhand, finds Tank, shoots, scores! And they make it 10-1. The Ice Orca's not going anywhere quite yet. They want this mercy roll, and they want it now. Spleen down to the near side, off the backhand to the forehand, tries to dangle his way down center lane. Tank there stopping him in his tracks at his own blue line. Brady B steals that one away, shoots, scores! And he picks Tank's pocket and finds a golden watch. As time is drawing near on the second period of play, the Sinaloa Heat dragging this one out. They bring the difference back down to 8. They're trying to make this comeback happen. I have faith. I think they can do it. Brady B just seemingly finding the puck on a string on that last play. And we'll see if he can keep this one up as Ramboom bringing new life to the Heat here late in the matchup. We hit the halfway point in regulation. We'll see what happens in the second half of this story as Brady B takes this one up, looks for the offensive drive. Saji there denying him access, throws this one back over to the defensive end where Tank waits for it. Almost able to get that stick lift on that one. Spleen there, not able to hit that one either. Tank gets this one down to the near side. Saji there picks it up off the back end, hitting a little bit of lag perhaps earlier on in this matchup, causing those stick lifts to just not hit. Skiz dumps this one out, hits Tank along the way, hits it off the backhand, not able to take that one off the toe of the stick. Tank getting a hand on this one out of the far side face-off circle, battles up against Spleen and Rambum. Rambum here gets that one back to the blue line. Skiz gets this one off Spleen. Tank getting a touch on this one, back to the blue line it goes. Spleen bumped away, Skiz picking that one up. Brady B and Skiz do battle along the near side boards. Brady B throws it back to Rambum. Rambum here with the cage, looking to take this one out to Disco Town. Down the near side, starts to break up. Pass goes out, goes off Saji. Brady B waiting for that one. Gets a hand on that one. Pass back to the point. Here's Rambum off the backhand. Shoots, hits Tank in the forehead. That'll be awarded with the block. Skiz plays a little alley-oop with himself along the near side, or the defensive side. Rambum with a dump out. Finds Spleen, goes over to Brady B. Brady B not able to get that one past Skiz as he sends it back into the Heat zone. Rambum throws it back to Brady. Brady on the offensive drive for the Heat. Battled up against Tank. Tank winning that one away for Maryland. Throws it over to Skiz. Spleen getting a touch out of his offensive blue line. Rambum with a nice block on Skiz's shot. Keeping that one away out at the point. Brady B here gets a hand on this one. Takes this one down to the near side with 60 seconds remaining in the second period of play. Saji looking to take this one to town, but no. Rambum denies it, and Brady B with a beautiful follow-up to keep that one clear of the crease. Spleen along the far side. Forced to retreat to Brady. Brady up against Skiz. Brady comes out on top. 45 seconds remaining here. 8 goals is the difference. Maryland in the lead. Sinaloa not going anywhere, though. Spleen coming out for a breakup. Pass down to the near side. Not quite the angle he wanted, but does get down to Rambum after a while. A Tank there forcing this one back to the defensive end for Sinaloa. Up to the top side here. Spleen up against Skiz. Skiz here getting a touch on that one off the back end. Looks for the shot. Go off the near side and wide. Saji with a shot. And Rambum keeps that one behind the goal line. Brady B with a nice dump out. Tank there stopping that one along the way. Spleen there with a nice dump out. Continues that trend. With 16 seconds remaining, we have an 8-goal difference still. Brady B down to the near side. Hits up Saji. Saji with a bank pass to himself off the hip, off the backhand. Not quite able to get possession. Dignified. Skiz looking for a shot. It goes off the far side and wide. Almost able to snap that one in at the last second, but that's going to be the end of the second period of play. 10-2 is our score. Coming into the second intermission with a little bit of pizzazz. I want to see if I could fix the scene while we're just kind of like sitting here chilling out. How you guys doing? Are you guys having a good time? I'm having a pretty alright time myself. Thank you for asking. Nobody asked that. That's good enough. Whatever. Everybody's ready to rock, ready to roll out there on the ice. We're gonna keep them from waiting here in this third and final period of play. Spleen, Brady B, and Rambum out there on the ice for the Heat. On the flip side, we have Tank, Saji, and Skiz. The puck is dropped. The final chapter of play is underway, and we will see who the victor is here shortly. Tank, off the backhand, up to Saji. Saji at the red line, up the far side point. It's up Skiz. Skiz off the backhand, drives in, shoots, scores! And they make it 11-2. M-Dub says not scoring as much as would like. But, you know, it is... man, Ice Workers with their first 2 games, looking pretty not bad. Looking pretty not bad. 20 seconds into it. And we are 1 goal away from ending this one early. Spleen, back to the point. Rambum getting a hand on that one. We're going to take this one over to Spleen. Spleen looking for that shot, not able to get past Tank. Tank directing this one down to the near side. Rambum off the back and hits Tank once again with that one. Rambum drives into the crease. Saji turns him away out the door. Spleen with a nice stick check opens up Brady for the shot off the near side and wide. Tank getting that one off of Brady up to the far side corner. Tank off the defensive end, hits this one off, an offenseman over to Saji. Saji walking this one in, and that's going to be the end of the ball game. 4 minutes, 14 seconds remaining in regulation, and we're going to call this one early as 10-goal differential has been met. 12-2, the final score. And, you know, Maryland Ice Workers, really good start to the season. All around a nice defensive effort for the Sinaloa Heat. 2 saves for Brady B, 3 for Spleen, 3 for Rambum. All around pretty good chemistry. Not a whole lot bad to say. I mean, the Ice Workers, not as many passes as they had last game. We had 82 passes this game. And contrary to the 130 some that I think it was 137 total we had last matchup that we saw from the Ice Workers and the Piglets. But still, 20 shots is an absorbent amount of shots for the Maryland Ice Workers. Nothing but pure untapped offense in that department. And yeah, good stuff all around from both sides of the ice. Maryland Ice Workers deemed the victors as they hit the 10-goal differential. And wow, who could have predicted that? Well, to answer that, you know, those who predicted it, pretty happy right now. All 30% of you out there. One guy voted for the Ice Orcus, 2 for the Heat. But, you know, Crusade with a big payout. Might be going on a Starbucks date soon. Yeah, looking at our schedule for tonight, the first game is done and away with. Moving on to the Columbus Clappers versus the Michigan Mallards here shortly. But you got some time to burn. We got about 10 minutes before the drop of the puck, so go get some Mountain Dew, go get some chocolate milk, whatever suits your fancy and whatever fancies your suit. I will be here waiting for you when you get back. Alrighty, we're going to jump back into the action here this evening as the Clappers are taking on the Mallards. Going to be an interesting one here this evening. Let's take a look at the rosters between these two teams as they've changed up a little bit from the previous season. On the Columbus Clappers side, the captain Panarin remains the same as well as their fourth Slime. But outside of that, it is all but ordinary as Oceloth comes back into the slapshot scene here in the second season. He's going to be playing for the Clappers here tonight, I believe, is on the starting roster. And then Tyrant K, the former Otter, playing in the tournaments alongside them, will also be in the lineup here this evening. On the flip side, the Michigan Mallards staying the same except for the elimination of Mediocre Toker. In spot of him is taken Night Sector. Night Sector taking a liking to the Michigan Mallards as their lineup consists of Blades, Chicken Noodle Soup, John Boy, and then finally the newest addition, Night Sector, bringing up the rear. It's going to be interesting to see who they start, if they're going to change out between the periods. But to start this one off, it looks like Blades will be on the bench. John Boy, Chicken Noodle, and Night Sector all going to be on the starting lineup for the Michigan Mallards as they've filed into the rink already. They've got their warm-up jerseys on. They're going to town out there. It'll be interesting to see how they match up against the reigning champions, the defending champions from the previous season here this evening. It's going to be interesting. Going to be interesting. Yeah, the Mallards are, whenever they warm up, they just jump in the pub matches. So, I mean, if you get on and you queue up before a Mallards match, odds are you'll probably find them. Tyrant gonna cook up chicken noodle soup like James Harden. There's a nice take. I don't know if I can get behind it, but that's a spicy one. As long as Tyrant Cake can hit the net, you know, I think it'll be all right. But I'll try to keep that comment to myself. I mean, when you get hit with lag, it's kind of hard to make consistent shots. The odds are too good to not take the Mallards on this. That's what I'm talking about. A betting man. I know when I see one. The betting odds are 1 to 175 now. That is insane. As long as Tyrant Camp and Panarin show up tonight, you know, it's going to be the deciding factor. If Panarin's on his game, you know, you got nothing to worry about, but I mean, the new Mallards team looking to build their chemistry up. Once they get their chemistry going, I think they're gonna finish top 5 this season. That's my prediction. Yeah, it looks like it's going to be Oceloth, Tyrant K, and Panarin out there for the Clappers. For the Mallards, the starting lineup tonight is John Boy, Chicken Noodle Soup, and Night Sector. Blades will be sitting on the bench, looking on and being a captain as captain do. Mallards to the moon. Mallards to the moon. You say the Clappers already have 2 rings under their belt. Can't wait to see a third. But little do you know the amount of winning they've done in Slap 1. As long as SPL's been around, the Clappers have won every championship. Sooner rather than later would be nice to get this game started and underway. But it's up to the discretion of the players. Whenever they're ready, we will be as well. Waiting on one more ready up, and then we'll pop this one onto the ice. We'll game it out for 15 minutes to see who the winner is. Unless it's called early, but those cases are far and few when it comes to the Pro Division. But maybe this season we'll see more than normal. I don't know. Take it to the ice. Mallards in the orange. Clappers in their navy blue. Puck is dropped. The first 5 minutes of play are underway here this evening. As the puck comes down to the near side, the battle ensues along the near side boards. Comes out to the near side corner. Panarin there looking to take that one out in front of the opposing net. As disrupted by Night Sector. Night Sector down low behind his own net. Throws this one over to Ocelot. Thrown down to the near side. Banking it off the near side boards. Tyrant K after this one off the backhand. Pressured up by Night Sector. Night Sector down to the near side. Pass goes out to Panarin. Panarin there with a nice turnover. Throws this one over to Tyrant K. Tyrant K out the far side. Backhanding this one over to Ocelot. Ocelot with a nice shot, but hits the side of the cage along the process. Ocelot looking for that wraparound. Finds Panarin. Shoots. Nice save by John Boy. Panarin along the far side face-off circle, throws it back to the point, throwing that one back towards the net, but not able to pop and lock it. As Panarin takes it with one back down the near side point, takes it into his own defensive end, Chicken Noodle after him slowly but surely. Panarin there dangling around in his own defensive end off the back end, finds his passing lane, finds Tyrant K looking for that pass across the crease, not able to find Ocelot after the first bounce, and it comes out to Night Sector. Here's Night Sector with it now, looking to take it down to the near side of the rink, takes it back down into the middle lane, thrown down to the near side. John Boy not ready for that one. Panarin here with a bank pass, taking this one out. Ocelot there with a nice shot, but Night Sector gets in the passing lane, throwing this one out the full length of the ice. Panarin getting a hand on that one, looking to dangle out Chicken Noodle. Chicken Noodle staying on that one, throws it down to the crease, not able to find the gold at the end of the rainbow. Comes out with a wraparound, nice save by Ocelot. Tyrant K here picking up where Ocelot left off. Dumps this one out to the offensive blue line. Night Sector picks it up, throwing it back over to the Clappers zone. Here's Panarin with it now off the backhand, throws this one over to Ocelot, backhanding this one over to Tyrant K, forehanding this one back over to Ocelot. Far side corner, Chicken Noodle after this one. Panarin here taking control, thrown back over to Ocelot. Up the far side blue line. Throwing this one into the Clappers zone was Chicken Noodle. Panarin here with it now. Off the backhand down to the near side. Dangles his way through. Looking to have a little bit of opposition. Chicken Noodle just making sure to clog out that shot line, jabbing in whenever he deems is best. This time it comes back over to Panarin from Ocelot, down to the near side. Panarin there dangles this one back up to the top side of the point. Not quite able to find his way through, but it does go in one side of the crease and out the other. Tyrant K not able to find that one on the curve of his stick. John Boy and Tyrant K do battle up into the far side corner. It goes. Ocelot back to the point, finds Panarin. Shot off the far side and wide, looking for that alley-oop, but Tyrant K denied by John Boy. John Boy here with a hand on that one. Now bank pass that one out to Night Sector. Night Sector not able to get that stick battle against Tyrant K. Panarin picking that one up. Chicken Noodle there saying hello. Panarin with a bank pass to himself, finds Ocelot. Shooting, hits the post just wide of the net. John Boy over to Chicken Noodles. Nice save by Panarin. Out high in the slot. Ocelot up against Chicken Noodle. Chicken Noodle winning this battle for a moment. Tyrant K comes out on top off the forehand, looking for that shot. Delays just a little too long on that one. John Boy comes out to the red line. Lost to Panarin. Panarin down to the near side. Chicken Noodle getting that one off the hip, off the backhand. Thrown into the offensive side for the Mallards, but lost over to Panarin. Panarin here, the king of possession time so far this game. Chicken Noodle with a nice steal away. Looking for that wraparound. Not able to get past Panarin on that one. Got to be quicker than that, as the fisherman with the $1 bill said in that one commercial that I don't remember what it was about. Night Sector out at the point, hits the slot, thrown out in front. Chicken Noodle there with a nice control on that one. Off the backhand to the forehand. Tyrant K, they're trying to throw a wrench into the clockwork that was that deking. Tyrant K out to Ocelot, back at the point. Looking to take that one to town, not quite able to find the disco light. Aaron back to the point, off the forehand to the backhand. Nice shot, but just directing that one down to the near side. Perhaps that was a pass to Tyrant K, and I'm just misreading it, but time will only tell. Night Sector off to Ocelot. Tyrant K there saying hello as well. Comes back to the Clappers. Here's Panarin. Aaron off the backhand out at the point, off of Night Sector over to Ocelot. Nice shot through traffic, but John Boy there cradles that one and hands it off to Night Sector. Night Sector there with a dump out for the full 200 to be met. Minute 28 remaining here in the first period of play, and we are tied. That is loud. Aaron up the top side. Goes off Chicken Noodle down to the near side. Here's Ocelot with a hand on this one, looking to take this one out center lane, down to the near side. Shoots, hits the post after John Boy. John Boy, the luckiest man I've ever known. Should go out and buy a lottery ticket after that one. Beautiful positioning. Gets that one right off the chrome dome, off the post, off of himself. Looks like, who was it last night? Holtby, I think it was. One of the luckiest saves I've seen. First part of that was skill, but after that, you know, it was all up to chance. A little Plinko action there, and Mallards remain tied. Aaron, down to the near side. Off the forehand bank, this one over to Tyrant K, out to Ocelot. Ocelot out at the red line, advances to the blue line off the backhand, not able to get the trigger pulled on that one. He wasn't looking down the sights, out to Tyrant K, shoots off the near side and wide. John Boy bang pass to himself, goes back to Panarin. Panarin here, lost to Chicken Noodle. Chicken Noodle off the backhand, drives it towards his own net. John Boy directs that one down to the near side boards. Ocelot out in front, finds Tyrant K off the hip, not able to get the stick on that one. Night Sector will try to bring this one out. Ocelot down to the near side. Lost to John Boy off of Chicken Noodle. It was on net, but not after it hit the teammate. Little friendly fire action. And that's going to be the end of the first period of play. 0-0 is our score. And that's loud. Wow. That was... no. Columbus Clappers at 0. Michigan Mallards also at 0. Gonna be a tight one. A lot tighter than I was expecting. Man. Columbus Clappers won the first faceoff. We'll see if they can keep that percentage alive here as we go into the second period of play. We get the second segment of 5 minutes underway here shortly. Players have taken to the ice. The puck is ready to be dropped. It has been so, and we will play on. Down to John Boy. John Boy out to the top side, looking to take this one out for the Mallards. Throwing this one down off of Night Sector. Night Sector not quite able to get the stick on that one. Panarin out the other way with one man to beat. Shoots, hits the post. John Boy keeps that one wide. He'll find his way to Night Sector. Bank pass out to Chicken Noodle. Chicken Noodle on his own blue line. Battled up against Tyrant K. Goes off Night Sector, off the hip, up to Chicken Noodle. Chicken Noodle here with it now, looking to dangle his way through. Not able to get Tyrant K to buy anything he's selling. He'll have to dump that one in. Aaron up against Night Sector. The near side Clapper's corner. Aaron comes out on top. Ocelot there, battles up against Chicken Noodle. Tries to further this near board effort. But Chicken Noodle will come out on top, finds his way back to John Boy, and he will take his time back behind the Mallards netting. John Boy, forehand pass out of the zone. Tyrant K with an interception. Thrown towards the net, hits the post out in front. Nice save by John Boy. Absolute flambe out there in the crease on that secondary chance, and he just robbed him blind. Wow, a minute into this period, and we remain tied. Tyrant K off the hip, lost the Night Sector. Night Sector on his own blue line, retreats to his own goal line. Thrown down to the near side, bang pass out to Chicken Noodle, not able to accept that one. It was unacceptable. Chicken Noodle battled up against Panarin. The tail of the night, thrown out to the top side. Ocelot here with this one now, backhanding this one over to Tyrant K, just a little ahead of him on that one. John Boy lost to Tyrant K. Tyrant K down to the far side, Mallard's corner, and have this one for dinner. Off the backhand, lost to Night Sector, back to the point. Panarin keeps this one alive on the offensive drive. Tyrant K back to the point. Ocelot here with this one, shoots this one through traffic, hits Tyrant K, the last point of contact. Now comes out to the far side corner. Panarin back to Ocelot. Ocelot looking to drag this one into the offensive zone. Finds a way to get around one, but drags that one back into him, and Night Sector will be able to stick the stick in there. Aaron here with it now. Off the backhand, hits Night Sector. Night Sector there with a nice dump out. Almost able to get that one on net, but not quite. Here's Ocelot off the far side boards. Bank pass over to Tyrant, but nice interference by Night Sector. Leaves it for John Boy. Goes off the boards, looking for Chicken Noodle, but not able to find him. Aaron. Near side corner for the Clappers. Throws this one out to Ocelot. He'll direct that one to the Mallard zone, and they will return it to sender, courtesy of John Boy. Here's Panarin with it now. The top side. Finds Tyrant K. Tyrant K drags this one along the offensive blue line. Shoots, not able to score off that one. And that one comes off the near side and wide. Ocelot looking to take this one back into the wheelhouse. Tyrant K to Ocelot. Looks for the dangle. Not able to find the dingle. That one comes out to the far side corner of the Mallard zone. Clappers having a few opportunities. Nice try to stuff that one in. John Boy not sleeping on that one whatsoever. And here's Chicken Noodle Soup with it now. 2:25 remaining. Mallards and the Clappers are tied. No score to be found. Here's Panarin with it now. Takes this one down center avenue. Tyrant K looking for that shot. Not able to get that one through. Ocelot here on the top side. Throws this one down to the near. Here's Tyrant K looking to take this one back to the point. Here's Panarin dragging this one into the zone with a little dangle. Not able to find any gold at the end of that rainbow. as John Boy's just shutting the crease right now. Absolutely phenomenal stuff back there. Iron K looking for a little opportunity, but doesn't find any daylight at the end of that tunnel as Night Sector clogged up the passing lane quite beautifully, and he will dump this one out. Panarin for the Clappers, retreating with this one. Chicken Noodle staring at him over the fence, forcing the pass out to Oceloth. Oceloth with a shot, scores, and we have our first goal of the night for the Columbus Clappers as they now lead it 1-0 against the Mallards with a beautiful backhanded shot. John Boy stopped many shots so far this match, but he wasn't able to stop that one. But you can't blame him for it because that's a near impossible shot to block. Too many opportunities, too many chances, too many possible outcomes on that one. What a plinko of a shot, but not able to find its way through. Oceloth down to the near side point, finds Tyrant K. Tyrant K looking to drag this one out to Panarin, finds his way to Oceloth off the backhand, shoots, hits the nice John Boy, and Tyrant K will sweep that one under a rug, and he will call that one a day. With a minute 17 remaining, the Columbus Clappers lead 2-0 against the Michigan Mallards. Tyrant K off the backhand, looking to make this 1-3, finds Oceloth. John Boy there with a nice dump out, hits Panarin, up the far side boards, finds Oceloth once again, bank pass off John Boy. Chicken Noodle and Panarin do battle. Up to the top side corner, here's Panarin with it now. Night Sector getting a hand on this one off the backhand, looking to take it down to the near side, dumping this one out the full 257 seconds remaining. 2-0 being our score. And what a dump out by Oceloth, makes it 3-0 with 51 seconds remaining. The clear out does find its way onto the net. That one's going to be a Clappers goal. Here's Chicken Noodle Soup with it now. Down to the near side, Oceloth there, stops him in his tracks. Night Sector finds its way back to John Boy. Throwing out the Night Sector, off the backhand, finds Chicken Noodle, almost able to swing that one through, but has the stick lift at the wrong time. That is unfortunate. Night Sector, back to John Boy. John Boy back to Night Sector along the near side with a nice little dump out. Panarin here forced to retreat with this one. Takes it down to the near side, up to the top side. Looking to take this one down Center Avenue, perhaps. Panarin here off the backhand finds Oceloth. Furthers that one into the Mallard zone. Tyrant K picking up where he left off. John Boy gets a touch on that one. Finds Chicken Noodle Soup along the near side face, or the far side blue line. Panarin dumping this one in. John Boy down to the near side. 5 seconds remaining. Night Sector lost out in front. Tyrant K with a nice shot. John Boy on his point. And he'll keep this one a 3-0 game as the Columbus Clappers have the lead going into second intermission of play. 3-0 is our score. 14 shots to 2. Wow. I thought the Mallards had at least 3, 4 maybe. But phenomenal stuff. Phenomenal stuff by John Boy and the defense of the Mallards. We'll jump right back into the action with this third and final period of play between these two teams. 5 minutes on the clock, and they are ticking as the puck has dropped. The game is on. We will find out who the victor is here at the end of these next few moments. Panarin up to the top side, finds its way to Oceloth. Oceloth back down to Panarin. Panarin looking to take this one out to the near side, finds Tyrant K off the forehand, not able to swing that one wide, throws it down Center Avenue and knocked loose down to the near side. John Boy with a dump out. Panarin here picks it up for the Clappers. Up to the far side, off the forehand, finds Oceloth down to Tyrant K. Tyrant K looking to dangle his way past John Boy. Had him beat, but wasn't able to get that forehand shot off. Night Sector will pick it up and recalibrate. Night Sector up against Tyrant K. Lost to Oceloth. Oceloth down on his own defensive end, thrown up to the top side. Here's Panarin with it now. Thrown out of his own zone. 4:17 remaining here in regulation. Tyrant K lost to Night Sector. Night Sector stick checked by his own teammate. Chicken Noodle trying to give him a little Mario Lemieux shove. But nonetheless, Night Sector here up against Tyrant K. Battle ensues. Tyrant K out on top. Chicken Noodle and John Boy say hello. Tyrant K looking for the pass back to the point. Not able to hit Panarin on the first try. Panarin does recollect and will retry. Panarin off the forehand hits Chicken Noodle with that one. Chicken Noodle here along the far side boards looking to take this one out of the defensive zone into the offensive. Bang pass off the backboard over to Night Sector. Night Sector drives it into the crease and denied by Oceloth at the last moment. As comes down to the near side, Tyrant K here. Looking to take this one to Disco Town. No. John Boy out the other way. Looks for Night Sector. Not able to complete that pass. Night Sector here retreating with this one as Oceloth is in hot pursuit. Tyrant K picking up where Oceloth left off. Shot from the point off the near side to John Boy. Nice shot, but Panarin with a better save. Night Sector off the far side. Chicken Noodle getting a hand on that one. Night Sector here once again back to John Boy. John Boy here off the back into the forehand. Shooting this one up the far side. Looking for that deflection, but Night Sector not on the same page. Panarin there with a dump out. Hits Oceloth. John Boy down to the near side. It's Ocelot once again thrown out towards the front of the crease. Finds its way to Tyrant K. Tyrant K out to the point. Take this one out of the danger zone for the Mallards. They're thankful for that. Tyrant K. Up in the far side corner, down to the near side. Ocelot getting a backhander back to the point. Here's Panarin with it now. Panarin along the red line. Hits Chicken Noodle. Night Sector drags this one away with 1 man to beat. Panarin finds a way to get back into the race and denies that goal. Keeping this one a 3-0 game for the Columbus Clappers. Night Sector here trying to find his way into the zone. Not able to get past the defense that are the Columbus Clappers. Ocelot along the near side. 2 orange jerseys on either side of him. Finds a way to manage his way back to Panarin. Panarin here with 2 orange jerseys. Nothing but enemy faces. Panarin finds a way to get through adversity, but not able to dangle his way along the blue line as the stick lift did not like him. Tyrant K finds his way to Panarin. Back to Tyrant K. Lost over to Ocelot. Ocelot with a nice shot by Chicken Noodle high in the slot. Denies that one away. There's Panarin with it now for the Clappers. Looking to take this one down near side. Ocelot gets that one over to Tyrant. Gets it off the hip. Not able to find the curve. John Boy shoves this one down into the Clappers zone. Ocelot here with it now. Down in the far side corner. Chicken Noodle looking to keep this one into the Mallards' possession. Off the backhand. Tyrant K there. Getting that one along the boards. Back out to Panarin. Panarin here off the forehand. Looking to keep this one in the corner. Thrown up to the top side. 1:50 remaining. Ocelot will dump this one out. Night Sector. Starting the breakout for the Mallards. On the near side, Ocelot getting a hand on that one. Night Sector keeping that one applied. Pressure. Tyrant K finds his way to out, but Night Sector keeps that one back in. Tyrant K here, taking this one back on the defensive end. Panarin there picks up where he left off the backhand. Down the near side boards. Night Sector getting a forehead on that one. John Boy picking up in front of his own net. Bank pass off the near side. Panarin reading that one beautifully. Right in position to receive that dump out. Panarin there. Off the backboard to Tyrant K. Tyrant K off the forehand. Nice save by Night Sector high in the point there. And Panarin will play the defensive game. Chicken Noodle knocks it loose. Ocelot finds his way back to Panarin. Back over to Ocelot. Ocelot along the far side down to the near. Here's Tyrant K. Trying to keep this one advanced for the Columbus Clappers. Finds Panarin. Tyrant K back to Panarin. Panarin with 54 seconds remaining. John Boy looking to take that one towards the house, but not able to find the address. Panarin down the near side. This physicality by Night Sector loosens that one up. Chicken Noodle there getting that one at the puck at the same time as Panarin. Panarin out in front. Finds Tyrant K. Tyrant K out the point. Looks for the dangle. Not able to find its way through traffic. That one comes out to the far side and wide. Panarin off the forehand finds Ocelot. Back at the red line to the blue line. Shot goes up to the far side. Tyrant K up against John Boy. Comes back out to the red line. Ocelot here with 24 seconds remaining here in this third and final period of regulation. Panarin not quite able to keep that one out of the paint. And John Boy breaks the goose egg. Finds the first goal for the Mallards here in season number 2 of Rebound. Panarin almost had that one, but not quite. Across the line, we got a goal for the boys in orange here this evening with 16 seconds remaining here in the third period of play. The shutout has been broken. John Boy with another beautiful save. 10 seconds remaining. The puck goes to the far side boards. Down to the near side. Ocelot dragging into the point. John Boy picks it up. That one will remain in the corner as the period ends. 1-3, the final score. Columbus Clappers coming out on top here this evening. John Boy with a whopping 11 out of the 12 saves for the Michigan Mallards. What a stat. He's going for the Stonewall Award up here in the professional division, and he might just get it if he keeps playing all season like that. I don't see any reason not give it to him. Well, we got 10 minutes to burn until our next matchup. We're going to be taking a look at another Columbus Clappers game, taking on the former Clappers. Rodeo and Meat Sale, along with the rest of the Miami Vice, taking on the Columbus Clappers here shortly. It's going to be a good one. You won't want to miss it. We'll be back here at 9:30. Alrighty, jumping back into the action here this evening. We're about 4 minutes away from the puck drop. Are there any mods and stuff that did no? Okay. Flappers with the outcome, blah blah blah, complete the prediction. Start a new one. Flappers versus the Vice. 5 minutes until the drop of the puck. Gonna be an interesting one. Clappers did win 3-1 against the Mallards here previously. Moving into our 9:30 matchup, the middle of the road. We have 2 games after this one. Going to be interesting. We're going to take a break after the Challenger matchup, though, as we have a little bit of time to burn. I don't care to sit here for a half an hour and do nothing. So taking a look at the rosters between these two teams, a lot of familiar names up there. The Miami Vice made up of primarily thirds. Rhodey is the only non-3 player. If you don't know what that means in slapshot rebound, there are terminology for different play styles. If you play a 1, you play more offensive. If you play a 3, you play the defensive role, and 2 is in between. That's about all you really need to know about it. Radio playing more of a 1 position. Meatsail is a 3, Kyler is a 3, and T is also a 3. The Miami Vice not having the most diverse portfolio, but does have a lot of skill on it. 2 of the best defensemen in the league, in my opinion. 2 of like the top 5 on the same team for the Miami Vice, and then Rhodey to top that one off. I think T's going to be the substitution here this evening. When we get closer to game time, I will give a definite answer, as the entirety of Miami is in the lobby currently. On the flip side, we're probably going to be seeing Panarin, Oceloth, and Tyrant K, as we saw them previously in their matchup against the Mallards. We can't have T Codecast because he's a substitute. So there's your answer, Golden. Doesn't matter if he has the ability to play. He's not allowed in the booth. That's how it is. The 2 former Clappers looking to take on their former team with a brand new brand. Panarin, the only remaining Columbus Clapper remaining from the previous season that also played a game. So it's going to be interesting. Oceloth looking to make a home run, make a hole-in-one, make a good thing happen in his returning season back into the SPL scene. A brand new brand. You can guess the lobby code all you want. If you can get it, you're welcome to do whatever you want. We'll adapt to it. If you can guess it, I'll be surprised. I'm going to be honest with you. But the starting lineup for the Miami Vice looking to be Rodeo, Meatsail, and Kyler. T's going to be sitting on the bench, as we previously thought. It's going to be interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Wiki is our emergency substitute. That totally exists and is definitely a position that we include in the Slapshot Premier League. But yeah, Wiki's our emergency sub. It's like in the NHL how you have a third goaltender in an arena just in case something happens. That's Wiki tonight. Taking a look at our lineup for 4 East Coast games and then a West Coast game to end off tonight. Gonna be interesting to see the Pittsburgh Spinners, a former intermediate team turned challenger, take on the new face of the West Virginia Orangutans, completely revamping their team from the ground up. New captain, new phone, who dis? Yeah, we'll take a look at that here shortly at 10 o'clock, and then at 11, we're going to take a short break after the Spinners and Orangutans game, and we will take a look at the Halifax Hydras coming off a pretty hefty loss. We'll see how they're able to recuperate up against the Yosemite Bobcats. The Yosemite Bobcats, one of the most stacked teams in West. Going to be interesting to see them play in the Masters division. But yeah. Yeah, Wiki's our Zamboni goalie. That's exactly what it is. But it looks like both teams are ready to rock, ready to roll, so we'll take this one to the ice. We will settle it out there. transition did not hit the way I wanted it to. The puck is dropped. The game is on. These next 3 periods of play are underway. Miami Vice off to a not great start as the Columbus Clappers coming out on top with their first goal in a mere 6 seconds. Quick pass down to the near side. Nosloth absolutely labels that one for the back of the net. And we already have our first goal. Looking for another one. Kyler there with a nice save. Brings this one back to the top side. Kyler here bringing this one out with a little bit of heat on his stride. Looking for Rodeo back to the point. Here's Kyler with it now. Taking this one down to the near side. Looking for the backhander. Tyron Cable with a nice cradle on that one. Down to the near side. Kyler there keeps this one in possession for the Miami Vice. Throwing this one off the forehand. Panarin there picks this one up down to the near side. Looking to take this one out for a walk. Rodeo there saying hello. Panarin keeps on treading. Kyler there sends this one down to the near side boards. Kyler here picking this one up. Taking this one out center avenue. Forehanding this one over to Rodeo with a shot off the near side. Or off the far side and wide. Rodeo with a nice shot. Tyron K. What a save. Absolutely stacks the pads out there in the crease. And we remain with a 1-goal difference for the Columbus Clappers. Tyron K passing this one out to Oceloth in the far side corner. Looking to take this one to Disco Town for the Columbus Clappers. Throwing this one out to Meatstill. Meatstill here for Miami. Throwing this one down to the near side off of traffic. Down to Rodeo. Rodeo in the corner. Throwing out to Kyler. Kyler here off the hip. Not able to take that one off the curve of the stick. Tyron K down to the near side. Off the backhand. Thrown out. Thrown right back in by Meatstill. Meatstill off to Kyler. Thrown out in front. Shooting. Scoring! And Rodeo finds the net for the first time this season for the Miami Vice. Makes a mark in history. And makes this one tied. 1-1 now the score courtesy of Rodeo and Kyler. 3 minutes, 48 seconds remaining here in this first period of action. And Kyler looks to make it another one. Panarin with a beautiful save off the tip of the stick. And Rodeo here out at the point looking to do battle up against Oceloth. And the puck will be sent back to the defensive end for the Miami Vice. Miami Vice playing the possession game right now quite well, if I do say so myself. Meatstill up to Kyler. Kyler off the backhand, lost to Tyron K. Up to Oceloth off the hip. Kyler finding its way into his palm. Kyler here, keeping this one in the cradle, throwing down to the near side, finding Meatstill. Meatstill off the face of Tyron K. Oceloth and down to the up to the top side, my bad. Oceloth mixing it up on me. Panarin here off the tip of the stick, lost to Kyler. Kyler here off the backhand, finding its way to Meatstill. Meatstill here with a nice pass out in front, goes off of Kyler and down the length of the ice. Miami here on the defensive end. Rodeo looking to take this one back to Kyler. Kyler down to the near side, off the backhand, hits the blue line. Trying to find the net on that shot, but not quite as it goes off the near side and wide. Panarin picking this one up for the Clappers. Looks to dangle his way through the opposition. Throwing this one up the far side. Oceloth with a beamer down to the near side. And Panarin will have to pick this one up and recalibrate. Rodeo looking to make his life difficult. Gets a hand on that one. Throwing it off to the near side. Here's Kyler with it now for the Miami Vice. Throwing this one up to Meatstill. Shooting this one long distance shot. An absolute beamer. Has laser sights on the end of that stick. And they find their second goal of the season off the face of Panarin from their own blue line, and it is 2-1 for the Vice. Oceloth on the forehand. Meatstill getting a hand on that one. Oceloth loosening that one back over to Meatstill. Meatstill here, the man, the myth, the legend, down to the near side, throwing this one out of the zone. Tyron K getting a hand on that one, shooting that one. Meatstill, I'm going to award him with the block. Kyler out of the zone. Tyron K picks this one off, thrown out back towards the defensive blue line for Miami. And Kyler just reading that one weeks in advance. He got the script unlocked, and he found a way to read that one through. Rodeo getting that one off of Oceloth. Thrown back to Kyler. Kyler here setting up the breakout for the Miami Vice with a 2-1 score. They're leading. Kyler down to the near side, off the backhand, thrown off the backboard. Panarin here picking this one up for the Columbus Clappers up to the top side corner, taking his time. Down to the near side. This one off the forehand, doing his Beyblade impression. As always, goes off Radio stick. Panarin keeps this one in possession for Columbus, dumping it back to his own zone, and he will take his time. Meatstill staring at him over the fence like the neighbor from Home Improvement. Rodeo getting this one away. Shooting, nice save by Panarin. Keeps that one off the side of the cage and wide. Panarin with a dump out, but Kyler with a beautiful read. But Panarin absolutely coming out from behind it, looking like Ricci from last night. What a read. The puck took a wonky bounce. Kyler taking his time along the far side boards. Just feeling out the Clappers right now. They have nothing to prove. They have the lead. They have a 2-1 lead here in the first period of play. Not in a rush to turn the puck over. Meatstill hitting off of Panarin. Panarin with one man to beat. Kyler there staying poised as ever. Hits Tyron K. Tyron K up to the top side. Lost over to Kyler. Kyler with a nice dump out. Meatstill with a beautiful shot, but out at the blue line. Panarin just ready to greet and meet that one like a greeter from Walmart. Panarin out at the crease. Meatstill shoots and he will score. 52 seconds remaining in the first period of play, and Meatstill finding a little bit of Skittles to shove into his pocket. And wow, if he didn't score the first time, he definitely had the second one. And that one makes the difference. And that one almost goes into the back of the net. Rodeo with beautiful pressure applied to the Clappers right now. Off of Rodeo, back to Kyler. Tyrant K getting that one off the backhand over to Panarin. The Clappers just need to stop the bleeding right now. Up to Oceloth. Up along the far side red line. Kyler there with a nice turnover off the forehand, throwing this one down the length of the ice. Panarin there wraps this one back to the sender. Kyler there finds Rodeo off the forehand, down to the near side. Meat Sail here with a forehand shot. Hits the side of Panarin. Will be directed wide. Rodeo looking for that wraparound. Throws this one out at the face-off circle. Tyrant K finds his way down to Oceloth. Off the backhand. Hits Meat Sail back to Panarin. Thrown off to Oceloth. My bad. It's Tyrant K along the far side face-off circle. Rodeo there keeping that pressure applied to keep that shot lane clogged up. Kyler here with an out. Lost to Tyrant K. Tyrant K. This one back to the point. Oceloth here with a nice shot down to the near side. Here's Meat Sail with an out with 2 seconds remaining. That's going to mark the end for the first period of action. We have a 3-1 game coming into the first intermission between the Vice and the Clappers. 3-1's the score. The shot totals are immaculate for the Vice. That's a word that means big. Man. Miami Vice playing that possession game, a minute 13 out of the 5 minutes we've played. We're going to take this one back into the second period of action as we take it to the ice. Puck has dropped. The 5 minutes are ticking. The Clappers are down by 2. We'll see if they're able to make up that lost ground here in the second chapter of play here this evening. Or maybe the Vice will extend their lead. Who's to say? But time itself. Meat Sail looking to make that one happen. But Rodeo finding that leak out. Goes off Oceloth. No one to beat, but not able to get the speed to catch up to the puck in time. And that one will go unrewarded. Kyler lost to the boards. Oceloth finds it in his possession. Thrown back to Panarin. Thrown back to Oceloth. Kyler there reading through the lies of the Jedi and stops up that play. Shot from his own zone. Panarin will read that one beautifully. Panarin here down to the near side off the forehand. Dumping this one out the full length of the ice. Kyler, Rodeo, back to Kyler. Kyler off the backhand, looking to take this one out the near side. Nice shot by Meat Sail. Hits the side of the cage. Comes back out in front. Rodeo looking to take this one to Disco Town. Looking to dance. Puts on his dancing shoes, but not able to find where the panic's at. You know, that was a good one. I got to write that one down real quick. 4 minutes remaining. 3-1 is the score. Coming out, Meat Sail looking for that shot. Tyrant K clogging that one up. Takes this one off the breadbasket. Lost to Rodeo. Meat Sail with no one to beat. Tips it towards the net, but Panarin, an absolute godlike save. And then we remain with a 2-goal difference. Kyler off the backhand. Hits Tyrant K. Kyler off the near side. Panarin here. Looking to advance this one down the near side. Playing that board battle game. Tyrant K off the hip. Lost it over to Rodeo. Rodeo here. Dangle shoots. Hits the goaltender. It almost goes in, but no. Panarin calculated that one years in advance. And found out the answer was 7. And he saved that one beautifully. 3 minutes, 20 seconds remaining. Meat Sail, Rodeo, deciding who wants to go, who wants to stay. Panarin finds his way out to the point off the forehand shot. Kyler there clogs that one up. Kyler up against Panarin. Kyler finds a way to dangle around him with a little D move. Panarin handing that one over to Oceloth. Back into the corner. It is dumped. Kyler here picks this one up. Rags it for a second. Finds his way off the backhand. Thrown out to the point. Nobody in pink ready for that one. Meat Sail will come back to his own defensive end for the Vice. Miami starts to break out. Meat Sail there with a dump out. Hits Panarin. Goes off Rodeo. Panarin here up to the top side. Looking for that shot. Throws it down to the near side. Tyrant K almost able to get that shot off, but not quite. Just Kyler with it now. Up to the top side. Finds its way out to Oceloth. Hits Tyrant K in the forehead. Brings it down to the near side. Throwing it over to Kyler. Here's Kyler with it now. Turn up to the top side. Rings this one out the full 200 with 2 minutes, 32 seconds remaining. Miami's in the lead 3-1. And they've held on to that one with an iron grip. Shot. Hits the post. Rodeo almost able to clean that one up, but Kyler's shot has gone unnoticed, even from the game, not even being rewarded with the post hit. And we remain with a 3-1 game. Kyler here bringing this one out of the zone. Bank pass off Tyrant K. Meat Sail back to Kyler. Kyler here with a hand on this one. Tyrant K stops him up, dumps this one out, almost able to find the net, but not quite. 2 minutes, 5 seconds remaining here in the second period of play. Meat Sail here with a nice dump up. Panarin there shooting this one up to the far side and wide. Here's Oceloth up along the far side boards, looking to get this one out to the point. Finds Panarin. Panarin here off of Kyler. Finds Meat Sail. Meat Sail here ragging this one for a moment. Keeping possession. I don't think I could have called that ragging. Confidence. Puck pop loose out of the pinch shot. Comes out to Meat Sail. Meat Sail here for Miami. Looking to take this one out of the minute 40 remaining in the second period of play. We're still at a 2-goal differential here in this matchup this evening. Rodeo with nothing but blue jerseys on either side of him. Finds a way through the adversity. Finds Meat Sail thrown over to Kyler on the far side point. Bring this one back down low. Out in front to take the tack. Looking for the toe. Not able to find it. He has socks on.
Panarin off to the near side. Oceloth off of Kyler. Kyler here dragging this one down the near side. It's the enemy goal line. Down along the near side corner. Oceloth forcing him to retreat with this one with 1:10 remaining. Miami here with possession. Meetsale. Kyler. Kyler looking to just win the puck hog award of most possession time. That's not a thing, but it is a thing to me. We'll think about it. Here with a nice save on a long-distance shot from Kyler. 57 seconds remaining here in this matchup. Kyler shoots, hits the post, and that one is gone unheeded. Panarin's dump out, looking for Tyrant K on the far side corner. Gets a hand on that one off the backhand, thrown back to the point. Panarin there with a shot. Goes off Tyrant K's forehead, down to the near side. Oceloth up against Kyler. Kyler winning that one away. Kyler with one man to beat, being Panarin. Hits the tip of the stick of Tyrant K, going off. Meetsale back to Rodeo. Rodeo with a shot. Hits Tyrant K along the way. Kyler here looking for a shot, but not able to find that one. We're hitting a little bit of lag spikes. Perhaps the players are as well. Maybe there aren't. Who's to say? We're not in voice comms with them. Unfortunately, that's a playoff thing only. We might bring it back. Kyler off of an offenseman. Thrown out by Rodeo with 17 seconds remaining. We still have a 2-goal differential. Second period, very uneventful in the way of the goal light. The guy controlling that one must be getting bored. Panarin there with a nice dump out. Tyrant K with a shot. Nice save by Kyler, staying on his angles. High in the crease. He's still with 2 seconds remaining, and that's going to mark the end of the second period of play. Coming into the second intermission with the same score that we entered it with. Miami Vice, 12 shots. The Clappers, 3 is the story so far this evening. Adding another minute of possession time were the Miami Vice, and the Clappers had around 35 to 40 seconds. Both teams are ready to rock, ready to roll. We're going to bring this one back in to keep them from waiting. 9:43 here on a Thursday night. We're looking to take this one into the third period of action. Miami versus Columbus. Miami is leading. Aaron up to the top side, throwing it towards his own net. Finds Oceloth down the near side. Rodeo here with it now. Off the backhand, thrown out in front. Kyler shoots, scores! Snipes the top left snizzy. And he hits the corns beautifully. Kyler making it a 4-1 game. Miami here with 4 minutes and 46 seconds remaining here in the matchup here this evening. 13 seconds into it, Miami found their first goal of the third and final period of regulation. Rodeo back to Kyler. Kyler off the backhand, lost to Oceloth. Oceloth with a shot up the far side and wide. Rodeo back to Kyler, back to Rodeo. Rodeo off the forehand. Panarin there stops that one up. Takes this one back for a drive. Thrown towards his own net off of Meetsale. Panarin awarded with that save. Thrown up to the top side. Kyler there getting that one down to Meetsale. Meetsale here with a backhander looking for the points. Tries to get a little bit of an offense generated off of the cross-crease attempt, but wasn't able to find a window, so it's down behind the Clappers zone now. Aaron down the near side boards. Looks to keep this one rolling. Gets past 2, but Kyler stops him up. We'll take this one down to the near side. Tyrant K there saying hello. Gets this one down along the near side corner. Finds his way out to Panarin. Thrown over to Oceloth. Thrown away by Meetsale. Meetsale back in his shot. Looking for Rodeo instead. Rodeo out to Meetsale. Meetsale here off the forehand. Looking to take this one out for a shot. An impossible angle and almost able to find the fruit on the tree, but it's not in season. Rodeo with an empty net. Not able to get that one through. Beautiful stick check by Panarin. Keeps it a 4-1 game with 3 minutes and 34 seconds remaining. The Miami Vice just not going anywhere. They're just putting the foot on the gas without any signs of stopping. Kyler up against Oceloth. Tyrant K getting a hand on this one up to the far side. Meetsale getting a touch on this one. Tyrant K down to the near side off the backhand. Lost to Kyler. Kyler here off the forehand to the backhand up to Meetsale. It's that bank pass. Here's Panarin along the far side corner. Thrown down to the near side. Here's Oceloth with it now off the backhand. Throwing this one out of the zone. Kyler there with a nice stick check. Gets this one in possession for the Miami Vice. Gets it past Oceloth. But Panarin will be waiting on the prow to take this one up in his arms. Columbus on the breakout, looking for this one down to the near side. Oceloth lost to Kyler. Kyler here off the backhand, thrown out in front. Meetsale looking for that forehand shot. Takes his time, makes it to the backhand, not able to find the net on the end of that shot. Panarin will bring this one out. Kyler up the far side. Tyrant K back to Panarin, finds Oceloth with a nice dangle. Tyrant K keeps pushing on, and Kyler just coming up with every answer that Columbus can possibly ask him right now. That was phenomenal goaltending by Kyler from the Miami Vice. Meetsale off Panarin, down to the near side. Rodeo looking to advance his efforts into the offensive zone. Meetsale finding a way to get it over to Kyler up on the far side point. And that one will find its way through traffic. I don't know what I just watched, but a pinball match to be sure. If you're not from the 90s, you have no idea what I'm talking about. I guess it was even from the 2000s. I don't know. If you know what pinball is, you know what pinball is. That was a pinball goal. And Miami Vice up 5-1 now with 2 minutes, 20 seconds remaining here in the third period of play. What a goal by Panarin from his own blue line. just rips it through traffic. The puck, absolutely with googly eyes on it, found its way through, and Clappers found their second goal. My voice is starting to go, so you gotta bear with me here. Okay, looking for this one through the crease, sent out the other end by Rodeo, proving the fact that ones can play defense. Not only threes that play decent on defense, it's a team effort out there on the ice. Rodeo looking for that shot, not quite able to find it. Rodeo out in front finds Kyler, or Meatsail, my bad, and Meatsail finds another goal to tag on their 6th of the night. 6-2 6-2 the current score. With a minute 44 remaining here in the third period of action, Tyrant K takes this one back to Panarin. Panarin here drags up to the top side of the ice, down to the near side, hits the bottom of the stick, oddly enough, as the stick lift was ready to be dropped. Dropped on top of the puck. Oslov off the forehand, shooting, scoring, hits the post and finds himself a dinger. A minute 27 remaining, and we just have an absolute shootout, looking like the Ice Orcas game from last night against the Piglets. We have a 6-3 matchup with a 3-goal differential in favor of Miami, but the Columbus Clappers not going anywhere, and they haven't finished this game yet. Dump out, finds Kyler, dumps this one right back from the sender. Panarin here getting a hand on this one, down to the near side. Aaron here, lost from Kyler's physicality. Kyler here off the back end, dragging this one into the zone. Tyrant K there clogging up that passing lane, thrown back to Panarin from Tyrant K. Thrown out, hits Meatsail along the way, Oceloth. Thrown back to Panarin. 60 seconds remaining. Clappers are down by 3. Panarin up to the top side. Pass out off the forehand, hits Oceloth in, then the post back to Oceloth, keeps his possession up the near side of the cage. Oceloth here getting a hand on this one off the backhand, hits the hip, lost over to Meatsail. Panarin here with a hand on that one, throwing that one off a defensive player. Panarin finding its way back into his palm. Panarin off Meatsail. Meatsail just going to rag it for a moment, thrown out because he doesn't want to get called lame. Meatsail bank pass to himself off the backhand, shoots, hits the post, and that one goes unawarded. Meatsail off the tip of the stick. Tyrant K getting a hand on this one. Kyler here down to the near side off the backhand, thrown off of Panarin. Panarin here off the forehand. Meatsail keeps this one loose. Up to the top side with 10 seconds remaining. Panarin off Meatsail. Over to Rodeo. Swing and a miss. Comes down to the near side. Oceloth shooting. And that one's saved away by Kyler. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. That's the end of the ball game. Miami Vice take it over the Columbus Clappers 3-6. And what a match that was to start off the season for the Miami Vice with a banger. 19 shots, almost 3 minutes of possession time, 57 passes to their name. And what a whopping statistic to have at the end of that one. Beautiful slap shot from both sides of the ice. Meatsail is a cheat code. But man, both teams just hitting haymakers back and forth so far this evening. And that will conclude their night, but it will not conclude ours as we move into our next matchup here in about 10 minutes. You got some time to burn. Pittsburgh Spinners, West Virginia Orangutans here next on the Slapshot Premier League Network. Alright, that's my bad. Let's get the striker music going. Alrighty, we're about 4 minutes away from the drop of the puck here this evening. Let's take a look at the rosters between these two teams here this evening. A lot of new faces to the Challenger division. Cheese, Kenny T, Palomalu, and Chase over there for the Pittsburgh Spinners. And on the flip side of the ice, the West Virginia Orangutans, they have their captain Falapa Fish, Fizz, Jabu, and Valo. All of them putting in a lot of hard work trying to make their claim known to the Challenger division. The West Virginia Orangutans coming off a 1-0 record, looking to make it 2-0, as their previous matchup last night against the Ball Peen Hammers was a 6-5 victory for the Otangs. The goal scorers that evening were Jabu had 3, Falapa Fish had 2, and Fizz with 1. On the flip side of the ice, the Ball Peen Hammers, HZR had 4, and Yurtle had 1. Cherries not really finding the back of the net there. Having 2 assists, though, did not go pointless in that game. But it looks like Jabu's going to be playing the most offense here this evening, perhaps. I'll let your imagination run free, but Fizz did have 6 shots the last game they did play. So, I mean, you know, we'll see how it rolls out here as they take on the Pittsburgh Spinners. And, yeah, Pittsburgh Spinners, not playing in Challenger last season. They played an intermediate where they placed out of the qualifying tournaments. Yeah. Kenny T winning MVP of the Intermediate League last season. Going to be an interesting matchup here this evening as Fizz, Jabu, and Valo all played in an Intermediate as well last season. They played for the Columbus Clompers, the Columbus Clappers B team. It's going to be something to behold, if I do say so myself. Not a lot of you know this, but the Pittsburgh Spinners and the Columbus Clompers were in the same division the same conference last season. So it's not like these teams haven't played each other before. The only difference being that Falapa Fish is a prominent member of their team now. But the last time the Clompers and the Spinners played, they only played one time last season, as their second match was a forfeit win for the Spinners. But before that, their previous matchup between each other looked to be... Where is it? Have they played each other before? They had to have, right? Can't seem to find it. No. Yeah, I'm just stupid. Clompers beat the Spinners at the beginning of the season last season, 12-6. Very decisive, 6-goal differential, but that was back on February 28th of 2021. That was the last time these players have seen each other, and it has been a very long time since then. Almost 3 months. So a lot of player development has been had over those 3 months. It's going to be interesting to see how these two stack against each other. The Pittsburgh Spinners starting lineup is Kenny T, Cheese, and Palomalu. 119 out there on the ice warming up currently. West Virginia Orangutans probably still in a pub match. We'll give them their time. Get ready. Spinners on top, says Cheese. I feel like you're a little biased, but... What song is this? This is the Doc Lewis theme from Punch-Out. The exotics are very good. I don't remember what my first game I've casted in SPL. It was either an exotics game or a New Jersey Minutemen game. One of those two teams was my first SPL match I've ever casted. So, like, the exotics have a special spot in my heart. I hope they do really well this season, but, you know, we'll see how they do. They're definitely going to finish top 3 in their conference. That's where I'm calling them at. Because, I mean, they still got, like, some of the OGs like Dolan and Booyah. Like, now they got Hyam John on their team. Like, they're going to do really well in Intermediate. Yeah. Looks like the starting lineup for the West Virginia Orangutans looks to be Falapa Fish, Jabu, and Ballo, perhaps? Ballo is in the lobby, so he might be substituting on if he's not on the starting lineup. Yeah. Which div are the orangutans? They are in Challenger. That is the second highest you can go in the East. The highest being Professional. Both of these teams are from the Challenger division. Ballo is Palomalu's arch nemesis. Oh, we got some lore in the lobby chat. The Storm lost to the Mallards? That is interesting. That is very interesting. I'm gonna have to talk to M-Dub about that one, unless he didn't play, but, you know. Alright, most of the players are readied up. Once they're ready, we will be as well. Palomalu's still, you know, wanting to type it up in lobby chat. Trash talk is trash talk, but he has readied up. We are ready to go. We'll take this one to the ice and settle it with these next 15 minutes of Slapshot to be played. Pittsburgh Spinners in the blue off the right side, and the West Virginia Orangutans on our right in their red. Ballo up to Jabu. Jabu hitting a little bit of a lag spike. That's more so on my end, hopefully. Kenny T, looking for that panhandle. Interesting tactic there down here in Challenger. That's something you can see very few people even like attempt in league matches, but you know, you saw it here first. Kenny T looking to diversify his portfolio here as a slapshot player. Floppa getting a forehand on that one, throws this one out to Jabu. Jabu here off the backhand looking to take that shot off, gets that one off at Kenny T, and Kenny T will take this one off the defensive end. Palomalu running that interference with the cat ears on. Gets it over the stick of Ballo. Cheese getting a hand on that one back to Jabu. Jabu here taking this one down behind the Pittsburgh netting. Taking his time up to the far side point. Here's Ballo down to the near side. Floppa here with it now off the backhand. Thrown off of Kenny T. Thrown out of the zone by Kenny T. Ballo, if he wasn't in the way of that one, that was surely a goal. Ballo sent down to the near side. Floppa here in pursuit after that one with 3:57 remaining here in the match, or in the period of play. Cheese swings this one down near side. Floppa there sends it up to the far side point. Looking for this forehand shot. Gets around Kenny T. Thrown back down to the defensive end for the orangutans. Ballo not quite able to get that one on the stick after the first attempt, but the second one is good. Kenny T throwing his wrench into the clockwork. Jabu finding it on his stick. Cheese, they're kind of just, you know, hanging out on the near side boards. Just checking it out. Talking to me at the caster's booth. How you doing, Cheese? Oh, I'm doing quite well. How are you? I'm doing pretty good, Cheese. Thanks for asking. Cheese is back in it now. Jabu here getting a nice backhander out. Kenny T thrown back to the far side boards. Jabu finding its way back to Floppa. Floppa here off the backhand to the forehand. Not able to hit the transition with ease. Kenny T has other plans in store. 3:06 remaining here in the first period of action. We're still tied without a shot on goal. Boo, off the backhand, hits Cheese. Cheese off the backhand, shoots down the length of the ice. Trying to fight through the lag. Both of these teams not having a pleasant time, if I do say so myself. And we're hitting a little bit of stutters as well, which, as a caster, doesn't normally happen. Jabu off the backhand. Looks for the shot. Shoots. Hits Palomalu off the top side of the Chrome Dome. And what a save that was. If I could take off my hat and throw it to him, I would. Floppa off Cheese. Down to Kenny T. Kenny T off the forehand, lost to Ballo. Ballo lost the battle against Palomalu, and that one's dumped out of the zone. Floppa off Palomalu. Palomalu advancing this one on the offense. Hits Jabu out at the crease. That one's steered? What's the past tense of steer? Someone will let me know. Palomalu off Ballo. Ballo down low. Drags it behind his own goal. Takes possession with stride. Down to the near side. Jabu with a forehander. Not quite able to send that one on point. Kenny T will take this one off the backhand. Pittsburgh Spinners on the offensive drive. Palomalu not able to get a hand on that one. Kenny T off the backhand. Ballo there trying to throw that one up north side for the guys in red. But Jabu will take charge back to Floppa. Floppa off the backhand to the forehand. Kenny T loosens this one down to the near side. Kenny T takes possession for the Pittsburgh Spinners off the backhand. Throwing up for a ride up to the top side. Palomalu getting a hand on that one. Not able to take possession off the forehand. And Floppa Fish will Take this one up the far side. Shoot, scores! Valo with the first goal of the match. A minute 33 into the game. And we're a minute 33 remaining in the first period of play. And a beautiful shot that was. Towards the net, face-off shot, not quite able to find any Skittles to taste the rainbow in. Here's Dabu down the near side, looking to take this one off the forehand. Hits the tip of the stick, keeps possession though, off to the backhand. Not able to take that one to a teammate. Kenny T there picking that one off from the chance generated by Cheese. Cheese getting a touch on that one, nullifying Valo's efforts. Philippa Fish down the near side, shoots, scores! And the West Virginia Orangutans make it 2-0. With a minute 11 remaining in the first period of play, the West Virginia Orangutans have found some life. Ooh, off the backhand, keeps this one in the cat's cradle, finds his way to Valo, out to the top side. Philippa Fish takes his time, has a bit of room to work with, finds Jabu. Jabu forehand back and shoots, scores! And then again, another goal for the boys in red as they're dancing this one around. They're catching the L word. Lice. I thought that would be funny. I don't know. 56 seconds remaining. 3-0 is the score. Pittsburgh looking to stop the bleeding before the first period is over. Flag spikes are evident, and they are ever present. Big words make me sound more photosynthesis. Philippa off Kenny T to the far side corner. Philippa here getting a hand on this one off the backhand. Thrown back to Jabu. A little too hot and heavy to handle. Cheese somehow is faster than Jabu. Not sure how that's working. Cheese off the backside of the cage, lost to Jabu. Jabu here with a hand on this one, off the back into the forehand. Keeps this one in possession, shooting this one out the length of the ice, but not on target. 24 seconds remaining. Valo shoots it towards the net, finds a way to read through it. He reads it like last week's newspaper. I'm sure somebody still reads last week's newspaper, but Valo, beautiful read, beautiful reaction time, like a feline. With 22 seconds remaining, West Virginia up 4-0. NET, bank pass out of the zone. Boo with 10 seconds remaining. Takes his time up to the far side. Backhanding this one out to Valo. Off of Philippa. Shooting and scoring. A little bit of swagger in that one. Philippa Fish hits it off the forehead. Beautiful shot. Initially, Philippa getting in the way of that one. Claiming it to be his own. And it will be so. But that's going to be the end of the first period of action. 5-0 is our score. As we take this one into the first intermission with stride, 6-1. Pittsburgh Spinners looking to generate a little bit of momentum here coming into the second period of play. Probably going to come out of the gate steaming, as they have 17 turnovers to the Orangutans for a very dominant game so far in this matchup. The Orangutans really putting on a show, showing why they deserve to be respected as a challenger team. But both teams are ready to rock, ready to roll back into the action here in the second period of play. We'll get 5 minutes on the clock. As the puck is dropped, they are ticking. Kenny T looking for that shot right off the faceoff, not quite able to get that one through traffic. 4:55 remaining, second period of play. 5 seconds in. Philippa Fish up the far side, brought down to the near side. Here's Valo off the backhand, thrown into his own net, and the Pittsburgh Spinners have their first goal of the match. Not the way they would have intended it to be, but it is the way they got it. You take what you get, and you leave the rest behind you. 5-1 our score. Pittsburgh finding their first. He's off the backhand, hits Valo down to the near side. Polamalu looking for that shot. Valo is there, turning that one away. Philippa up against Cheese. Cheese sending this one back to the Pittsburgh end. First man to this one is Jabu for the Orangutans. Thrown up to the top side. Here's Valo back to Jabu. Jabu off the forehand, looking to take this one, peeling it off like a sticker on a banana before you eat it. People probably don't do that now that I think about it. You gotta peel a banana anyway. Anyway, that's the end of my tangent. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk. 4:15 remaining. 5-1 our score. Polamalu here for the Spinners. Thrown out of the zone. Shoot, scores! And just like that, they're only down by 3. Polamalu, a stroke of luck, hits the defenseman along the way, or no, maybe he did calculate that one. Who's to say? He's gonna, we'll walk it off like it was all skill, no luck. Polamalu with another shot hits Valo along the way, thrown up to the top side. Here's Cheese with it now with the octopus topper. Polamalu off the backhand, thrown back to Cheese. Cheese off the backhand, thrown back down to the near side. Here's Polamalu with it now back to Cheese. Cheese here off the backhand to the forehand, shoots it off the defenseman, and Jabu hits the second puck of the night into his own net. And wow, this has turned for worse. The tides are rolling high for the orangutans, and they're just not ready for it. It's just puck luck after puck luck. You know, spinners, you know, you take what you can get, you know. It's like, whose line is it anyway? You know, sometimes you get awarded points, sometimes you don't. You just take what you get, and you just, you know, you go with it. You roll with it. You keep rolling. You're like Johnny from Hotel Transylvania. You just roll with it, you know? 3 minute 30 remaining in the second period of action. 2 goals is the difference. Cheese on the far side corner sends it down the near side. Here's Valo with it now. Back to Falapa. Off the tip of the stick. Finds it on the backhand. Finds Jabu. Jabu off the backhand to the forehand. Saved by Cheese. Jabu keeps on it. Palomalu out of nowhere, but Falapa finds the 5th, maybe 15th chance on that offensive drive and finds a way to put it into the back of the net. As the Pittsburgh Spinners thought they were out of the dark, but no. It was indeed midnight. Cheese looking for the net. Valo turns him away. Down to the near side, up to the top side. Jablu almost able to transition. Not able to pull the trigger on that shot. Falapa. Jabu. Off the backhand. Shooting off the far side and wide. Valo here battles up against Cheese. Thrown back to Falapa. Falapa off the backhand. Finds Jabu. Jabu here with a shot over to Valo. Not quite able to finish that one off. That one just rolls down the near side slowly. Out the other end. Valo out in front. Finds Jabu. Jabu here off of Kenny T. Shoots towards the net. Hits the post out in front. Kenny T walks that one in. And we have a 6-4 game. Laugh Track's prediction might be correct. If nobody else scores. Except for the Spinners one more time. Puck down near side. Valo up to Falapa. Falapa back at the red line. Brings this one into the offensive zone. Up the far side and wide. Kenny T there hugging that post. Jabu here looking for an opportunity to jam this one in on a wraparound perhaps. No, takes it up far side. Finds Falapa back at his own blue line. Kenny T, hot pursuit. Thrown down near side. Palomalu reads that one beautifully off the bank pass. Falapa up against Kenny T. Lost to Valo. Valo will dump this one in. Here's Kenny T with an out. Off the forehand. Thrown to the top side. Cheese with possession. Off of Jabu. Jabu here getting a hand on that one. Battle ensues with Cheese. Kenny T swatted away as well. Jabu off of Palomalu down to the near side. Here's Kenny T with it now. Off the backhand down to the near side. Valo there picks out one off. Kenny T gets this one over to Palomalu. No, Valo. To get that one back behind the Spinners goal line. Here's Kenny T with it now. Bank pass off the near side. Lost to Falapa. Falapa fish here. Down low. Thrown out in front. Kenny T lost to Jabu. Jabu here. Trying to take this one down to the near side of Valo. Trying to help him along the way. Kenny T thrown up to the offensive zone. Jabu leaving that one for Falapa. Pass over to Jabu. Intercepted for a moment by Palomalu. But eventually finds Kenny T down below his own goal line. Cheese off Falapa. Down to the near side. Palomalu here with a nice dump out attempt. On net. Falapa awarded with that save up to the top side. Jabu here out in front. Finds Valo. Shoots and he will score. Can we take that to a video replay? I don't think that fully across the line. Man. Somebody put that in slow motion. I don't believe it. Not even for a second. Clean, somebody says. 7-4. And Laugh Track's prediction unfortunately died there. Minute 18 remaining. High scoring is the name of this game. And it will surely continue throughout the next few periods or the next period of action. Kenny T off Valo. Down to the near side. Palomalu here into the offensive zone drives in, but not quite able to find a friendly face as Jabu finds his way down to Falapa off the backhand, throws this one out the full length of the ice. Here's Valo with it now. Off the forehand, hits Kenny T after the second time, gets it back to the point. Jabu shoots, scores! And the West Virginia Orangutans find their 8th tally of the night. "50 seconds remaining here in the second period of action. West Virginia not letting up at all. Pittsburgh looking to make their 5th goal known, perhaps at their own hands. Falapa. Kenny T almost able to get a hand on that one, but beautiful stick check by Valo keeps that puck loose. Falapa lost to Cheese. Cheese there with a nice dump in. Boo down to the near side. Kenny T battles against him. Kenny T hits it off the backside of the cage looking for Palomalu. No, Cheese with a nice interception. Finds Palomalu off the backhand. Down low in the zone. Thrown down to the near side. Here's Kenny T. Back hitting this one off the backside of the cage. Palomalu up against Falapa. Finds Valo. And then to Jabu. Jabu up against Cheese. Palomalu on the other side of him. Cheese. Falapa. Nice shot by Kenny T, but not able to find its way through traffic as Valo was out in front. Out in front was the puck, but no one there to send that one home as it goes inside one side of the crease and outside the other. That's going to mark the end of the second period of action. We'll take this one into the second intermission with great anticipation of what the third and final period will have in store for us. 8-4 our current score. And an 11-9 shot difference there is. Blue Ball's calling out the Spinners' comeback. It's only a 4-goal deficit. Nothing unheard of in the terms of an SPL match. By all means, this is very comebackable. It's not over till the fat lady sings, and I don't even see a fat lady in the building. Pittsburgh Spinners well in terms of the comeback story here this evening. Flop-a-fish off the backhand, finds Valo. Palomalo here off the backhand, throwing this one out the length of the ice with 10 seconds elapsing into our third period. We've had a double dump in. Floppa off Cheese. Cheese off the backhand to the forehand. To the backhand once again. Thrown back to the point. Jabu waiting for that one. Kenny T battling up against Jabu along the far side boards. Jabu winning this one away for a moment. Palomalo picking up where Kenny T left off. Winning this one away for the Spinners. Thrown down to Kenny T. Kenny T off the backhand. Hits Valo along the way. Valo off of Cheese. Valo for 34 down the near side. Hits Kenny T along the way. Palomalo here, the original number 69, finds his way at the Cheese. Cheese off the backhand. Looks for the very difficult angle shot and almost has it. Nonetheless, has gone unheeded. Cheese, top side to Kenny T. Goes off Jabu down to the near. Valo off the tip of the stick. Cheese off of Jabu to Kenny T. Kenny T off of Flop-a-fish out to Jabu once more with this one now. Palomalo steering that one wide. Palomalo throws it on his own net, and that one's going to find the back of the twine. You give a little, you take a little, you squeeze a little more, in the Pittsburgh Spinners. Not quite what they'd like to see. Did Palomalo just call himself an asparagus? I'm so confused. You did. Alright, that's an interesting one. I'm gonna have to remember that for an insult. What a shot by Valo! And what a feed by Jabu! Great stuff there for the O-Tangs. Right out of midair. Snaps that one in. The stick lift was real on that one, if I saw that correctly. But wow. 3 minutes, 35 seconds remaining here in the third period of action. 10-4 is our score. The Spinners looking a little glum, but they're still playing their hardest out there for stats. Maybe it's just for heart. I don't know. With the Spinners, you know, there's a lot of pride on their sleeve in a Pittsburgh Spinner. Valo up against Cheese. Valo getting a hit on this one. Lost to Cheese once more. Cheese here off the back end looking for that wraparound. Hits Valo off the near side boards. Doing his best Beyblade impression. Up to the top side. Here's Cheese back at the point. Drives in. Thrown back out to the point once again. Hits Kenny T along the way. And that one's dumped back into the Pittsburgh zone. Here's Palomalo with it now. Corey Palomalo with a shot out. Valo hits it this one down into the defensive zone for the Pittsburgh Spinners. Jabu after that one. Down to the near side. Valo, Jabu, out in front. Cheese there with a nice dump out. 2 minutes, 50 seconds remaining in regulation. 6 goals are the difference. Jabu, on the defensive end for the O-Tangs, finds Falapa. Cheese out in front, finds Palomalo, shoots, nice save by Valo at the last second, gets the stick right in there. Kenny T accepts that dump out, throws this one right back in there. Cheese here with the back end around in front. Kenny T with a nice shot, but a better save by Flop-a-fish out at the top of the crease. Kenny T there with a nice bank pass out of the zone. Valo getting a touch on this one. Flop-a-fish down low in the Pittsburgh Spinners zone, behind enemy lines, doing God's work down low. It's this one even farther down low, brings it up to the top side. Jabu getting a hand on this one, thrown out. Flop-a-fish throwing this one into the back of the net, not letting Valo get a point, and that makes it 11-4 with 2:08 remaining here in regulation. With a good little one-time action. Pittsburgh Spinners just not ready for that one. Valo, topside to Falapa. Flop-a-fish up against Cheese. Cheese wins this battle. Goes off the forehand back to Kenny T. Shooting this one off the far side post and wide. Back to the point. Palomalo here off the forehand. Thrown towards the crease. Goes through a pinball machine and out the other end. Kenny T not able to find that one through Cheese. Hits it off the side of the cage. Flop-a-fish down the near side. Bringing this one out. Takes out Kenny T. Kenny T bought that one for $1.50 when in fact it was only 70 cents. Jabu's dump out, or Kenny T's dump out hits Jabu along the way. Kenny T keeps on that one. Thrown down to the near side point. Here's Cheese off the forehand. Thrown back into the Pittsburgh Spinner zone. And Palomalo send it down to the near side for Kenny T. Shot comes out. Valo here with it now. Finds Falapa. Goes off Kenny T down to the near side. Goes off Palomalo off the backhand. Falapa-fish says hello at the red line. Steals this one away with finesse off to the far side. Looks to take this one out for a dangle trip. But Kenny T keeps the pipes clogged. Finds Palomalu off the backhand. Shooting. Nice save by Valo. Almost throws it into the crowd along the way, but no. Floppafish off the backhand to the forehand. Finds Jabu. Jabu with an empty net. Shoots. Scores. And that will be goal number 12 for the West Virginia Orangutans. "57 seconds remaining here in this matchup here this evening. 8 goals is the difference. See if it'll be 9 or 7. Who's to say? It's a lot more high scoring than I thought initially coming into this matchup. I thought for sure, Laugh Track hit the nail on the head with his prediction of 6-5. But Kenny T finds a way to wrap this one around. With 37 seconds remaining, the Pittsburgh Spinners will not go quietly into the night. They want at least 2 more goals. They still coming back, says Pooh Balls. You gotta believe. Boo, over to Floppa. Boo with a nice dump out. Valo there with an empty net, not quite able to catch back up to the puck, back to the point. Floppa out to Jabu. Jabu with a shot, scores! Palomalu almost able to get a hand on that one. Does get some form of contact on it, but not enough to keep that one out. Almost able to read that one perfectly. Hits the shift key a little too slow, but there's only so much you can do whenever latency's involved. Valo looking for the shot. Cheese stealing that shot away. Palomalu off the backhand to Cheese. Cheese off the forehand to the backhand. 13 seconds remaining. Valo here looking for the backhand shot, but Kenny T making sure that doesn't happen. Floppa with a dump in. 7 seconds remaining here in... Excuse me. 7 seconds remaining in regulation. Shot towards the net, not on. That looks like it's going to be it. The final score of this matchup here this evening between the West Virginia Orangutans and the Pittsburgh Spinners was with a final of a 13-5 match. Shots were almost even, surprisingly enough, if you can believe that. But turnover game for the Pittsburgh Spinners, not something you'd like to see out there on the ice. The turnovers were 36-16. Winning side of that battle was the Otangs. Very beautiful matchup from both sides of the ice. Very even in terms of points. Valo had 5 goals. Jabu and Floppafish both had 4. And then on the defensive side, the saves were 2, 2, and 3. Floppa having the 3. So the West Virginia Orangutans, a very well-rounded group without Fizz out there on the ice. Fizz brings a lot to the table. I will watch West Virginia's games with high anticipation as long as we have a caster for it. 36 takeaways! I know, it's insane. It's crazy. But nobody can look past the 69 passes for the West Virginia Orangutans. 69, that's pretty nice. That's pretty nice. Incredible stuff out there for the West Virginia Otangs. I'm pretty sure they did that on purpose. They counted them in their heads the whole match. I know it to be true. Jabu knows what's up. But did Rominator redeem? I don't know. Hang on, let me check real quick. Did Rominator and Bray. Alright. But what a matchup between the Spinners and the Otangs. Our next matchup's not for a while, so you got some time to burn. We've had a lot of matches here this evening. A lot of Slapshot has been played, but we're not done yet. We're going to West, where the Halifax Hydras taking on the Yosemite Bobcats, looking to turn around their luck here tonight. That is at 11 o'clock, so you got a half an hour to do whatever you'd like with that. And we'll be back ready for you whenever it comes time. Bring back the Hockey Night in Canada theme. I can't steal Min's style. That's Min's style. I can't take that from her. But yeah. Go get some Mountain Dew, go get some chocolate milk, whatever suits your fancies, whatever fancies your suit. And we'll be back in like 35 minutes. So, you do you, I'll do me. We won't do each other because that's kinda gay. Alright, I just got word that we're not playing until 11:15, so I'm going offline to do some logs because it is really backed up and nothing's getting done, so I'm going to get focused on being a staff member rather than a caster. We'll be back here at 11 o'clock sharp for a little bit of pregame action between the Halifax and the Yosemite matchup. Until then, go do something. Go out. Can't go outside and touch grass, it's kind of late, but yeah. We're not playing until 11:30, so you know, if you want to hang out, you're welcome to. If you don't want to hang out, you know, it is what it is. Yeah. I got word from both captains that the match has been moved to 8:15. So I'm gonna go with what both captains tell me. I mean, if you want to hang out and listen to Nintendo music, you're welcome to, but, you know, it's up to you. Alright, so we're gonna raid a guy, and then we'll... Just because I want to share the level a little bit, and he seems to be pretty alright. I mean, not... See how he does. It's gonna be a late one. Gonna be a late one. We'll be back at 11. Share some love to Packish. What's going on, Resp? Oh. For official SPL graphics? I'm thinking about it. To be honest, I have been thinking about it. We'll talk as staff and you know, I'll get back to you on that one. I'm in favor of it. SPL merch win? Good question. Hop in staff chat? I don't want to hop in staff chat. You know how many tickets are open right now? I don't want to touch anything staff-wise. So many twists and turns going on right now. Recipe took your idea. Yeah, we took Resp's idea of cross conferences and saw if it was viable, and then we said yes, and then we did it. It wasn't a question of did we want to do it or not, it was if we could do it or not. Because the site has a lot of limitations, and we thought that might have been one of them, but after we looked into it, it worked out. So there's that. We'll see how it goes. Might have to extend the season by a week for them. It's because of how many games there are going to be. But, yeah. Are you doing playoffs for each division? We're revamping the promotional series. We haven't figured out exactly how it's going to be, but it's going to be more inclusive throughout each division. So there's going to be more people playing for spots at the end of the season, instead of it just being like, oh, you guys are at the bottom of the division, these guys are at the top of the division. You just like play each other, and then you win, you get the spot. It's going to be more of like a playoff tree. Look up South Korean baseball. It's going to be a playoff tree that's similar to that. I think at the end of the season, if I did my math correctly, there's going to be 4 intermediate spots to promote from Open. There's going to be 2 Challenger from Intermediate, and there's going to be 2 Pro from Challenger. We know how we're going to have the Challenger to Pro promotions done. We know how we're going to do Intermediate to Challenger, but we're still discussing how we're doing Open to Intermediate. South Korean's playoff format is really, really interesting. I really like what they're doing over there. You see my baseball bet? I have not. Oh, yeah, I saw it was like a mid-air deflection. That was really awesome. I forgot I forgot entirely about that. Get back from food. We're talking about South Korean baseball. Yeah, we're redoing how we're going to do promotions from each division. And it's going to be similar to South Korean baseball's playoff format. But yeah, the game's postponed for a little bit longer. So, I mean, might as well just make it into like a mini podcast. I'm just trying to figure out what's going on with all the logs open. Like Pino said, he's got all the challenger ones, but when is that gonna happen? I'll just do them right now. The SPL podcast is the vision. We were thinking about bringing back the cycle for this season, but that is too much work. So there's this dude in open that's claiming he's from 3 different teams. And this is just a wild situation to be in. This is why captains only deal with captains. Players shouldn't get involved into DMs. Because now there's people claiming forfeits from people that just aren't captains. Where is it? You want to see open? It's in some of the staff tickets. It's open division being open division. It happens every year. Or every season. Send my next game day paycheck of $4,000 to Darth for SC. That's a very tempting offer, I'm not gonna lie. we probably will be opening up open committee registrations, because right now we have 2 active open committee members out of the... How many do we have right now? The open committee with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we got 5 open committee members, and 2 of them are active. So we're probably gonna prune through it, give a wake-up call, and open up applications at some point. All the other logs are just like a jumble of confusion. Like, alright, so the intermediate situation is there's a captain that went to sign a player, and he already had 5 players on his roster. So we asked him who he wanted to drop, and he didn't reply. He submitted the ticket at 2 o'clock, and he didn't reply. We added him at 5 o'clock, and he didn't reply who he's dropping. And then we added him again 20 minutes ago who he's dropping, and he still hasn't replied. And there has been 2 tickets submitted with that player in the game. So now the decision has to be made. Do we nullify that and demand a replay of those games, or do we just say, all right, whatever, you lost anyways? What team is this? I'm not gonna say because I don't want to out them. Like, that's just one of like the 5 situations that we got going on right now. There's a little insider's leak. But this stuff happens every day down and open. People don't know to put periods on. People don't know to play on East servers. Nobody knows you're not allowed to play with 7 different players during a match. That situation was an intermediate. But like, that's just the stuff, that's the same kind of stuff that happens down and open. Like, intermediate, it's not as common, it's still there a little bit, but for the most part, you know. Like, open it's much more prominent to stuff like that. We need 4 guys dedicated to open. We kind of have 3 right now. But the thing is, 2 of them are casters, so whenever games are going on, nobody's around. And the other one plays in intermediate. So... Alright, Skiz, do you know how to set up somebody's captain account? Here, let me jump in. I'll walk you through it. Alright, Skiz, you're on the air.
Oh, hi, hello, how you?
It's pretty interesting down there, eh?
I'm digging through the trenches right now, man. I'm storming the beaches in Normandy. I just got like a DM with a fucking like 80 paragraphs sent. I don't even.
I've stopped looking at DMs because if they have something to say, if they got something to say, they can put it in a ticket. I have 47 pending DMs right now. I don't want to look at any of them because they're all dated and they've already DM'd other people, I guarantee it.
Too nice to not respond. So are we setting up,
Yeah, we gotta set up Nathan's,
oh, that's why he opened that space.
I'm pretty sure that's why he opened up a...
Is it though? Is it ever why they took out a ticket? I can't even find the ticket.
At bottom of intermediate. Alright, so did you finish off the Timmergans thingy? We'll take it one at a time.
Hey, top of IM. Okay, wait. So no, can't do that. They didn't respond. We closed that one. Okay, amplify situation. Are we going to open? We're going to open? Okay, forfeit complaint. Forfeit complaint.
I'm not. So don't worry about open. That's a later problem.
Okay, wait. Okay, Timmergans cracked. Yeah, that's done. That's open.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do you throw an open roster thingy? Transaction?
Yeah.
And I... Resp says I gotta explode my toilet. I'll be back for game time.
Nice.
Thanks for that image there, bud.
What's the name of the guy they added? Tim Reagan. So that's an interesting.
Yeah, he played on the Gibsonia adjusters.
Yeah, I totally know who they are.
Yeah, they're open dusters.
Yeah, that's the best. Yeah. Also, Golden Knight, I saw you talking trash. All right, I watched the game of our VOD back. I see how it is.
Why don't you get Snail to handle it? Because Snail's handled like 90% of the tickets tonight.
Yeah,
the other 87 was Skiz.
I did one where the IM team played all 5 people, so they all had stats. I entered the log once. It didn't save.
Oh, that one. Yeah, I ended up going back and filling that out.
I entered the log again. Updated it. Saved it. It didn't save. I was gonna lose it. I almost went to bed. I almost was like, you know what, this shows your problem after that. You know what, I'm still here.
True, it's good.
Okay.
Nobody's awake to like answer any questions now.
I got a game tomorrow. I got an actual
like
game tomorrow. Yeah. I gotta go. I was supposed to go to bed like now. I'll do this. I'll do like 1 or 2 more and then I'm done.
Yeah, I'll finish up casting and I'll clean up what I can.
Okay, so that one's done. Why is this not closed yet? Save transcript. Alright, you're done.
No, don't.
Wait. That one is
That's
not done?
that involves the team with the player that they signed but they didn't sign. Look, it involves ticket 190.
The drinkers? Overpaying? Ah, fuck. Well, shit. It's up. Okay, so captain account. Is that what are we doing? I'm so lost.
I don't understand what he's saying. That happened. Check no.
I wasn't supposed to out the team. People asking.
No, it's not the drinkers. It's just stupid. Oh, well, the person that I'm dropping said they resigned 5 days ago. Then you should have submitted a ticket that said that they resigned 5 days ago. We're not in everybody's Discord. Or should we have to be?
I am tired, Gold Knight. I'm very tired.
This is the life of an open committee member. Long hours, no pay.
If y'all want to donate to the Ice Orcus Twitch, shameless plugs. Sorry if you hear my keyboard. I turned on the fucking filter thing. I don't know if it works.
No, it's working.
Nice.
Everyone that's asking for forfeits right now, those are all just rematch scenarios. Like, oh, you said we were playing at 9 and then we didn't play at 9. Well, it's Thursday. We got like 4 more days this week.
Yeah, that's like 4 of those tickets. That's why I haven't said anything, because I'm like, I don't know how to deal
Suck
with
it
that.
up and trench through the mud like the rest of us had to do when we were in open. Except you guys. I don't think you guys played in open.
Alright, the challenger.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We dodged all this.
Oh my gosh, the ones that Blade answered, I gotta read like a novel to figure out what happened here. There's like 6 books of lore to this one, like there's a whole like sequence of movies that you gotta watch so you can understand what's going on in this ticket.
People are asking me to coach.
Hopes don't have any of this drama. Yeah, it's because they brought on the one guy that created drama against them. Being an admin sounds rough. It is.
Would that be like if we picked up, I don't know, Wendy?
I don't know. Who is the biggest beef starter for Maryland?
Well, I mean, if we're talking about...
Not on the team, like against them.
Well, Wendy's can't go a single lobby chat message without trying to start something. I mean, there's Renard. I mean, if y'all saw the Renard ticket reactions,
Yeah, I've seen that. That was
I've
wild.
seen the Renard ticket reactions, and you know that. I mean, Crusade is kind of there, but I don't know. It's kind of like a chill beef. It ain't really.
Yeah. Oh, you got to announce that the Gibsonia adjusters were dropping Tim. Or maybe it's.
Oh, they did that. That was it.
Well, like he was on the roster, so in order to, I don't know. Now that I think about it, yeah, I think you did it right. Never mind.
I just did it. I didn't even know he was on a team before that. Do I need to remove him from somewhere?
No, I think it's alright. Let me double check how we did it.
I literally just added him to a team as a new person, so.
Yeah, it's fine. Alright, I gotta go and cast the West Gate.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna hit the Saccharino Babadoo.
Yeah, that's what I
the
do.
tickets. SPL won't implode overnight, right?
No, it'll be fine. Everyone's asleep. There's no one else that can put in a ticket. Except West.
Yeah, true, except the West, and that's not an us.
Yeah, that's
Sorry.
that's
not a me
a
problem.
Rambo problem. Along with like Babu and the other one. Probably me.
The other one. God, Wiki was talking trash too, man. I see everything. Okay? Just know we ain't stopping it. You know, it's funny. They're all like, "Oh, you beat the lower teams," yet they all put them under us. Like, come on, or above us. Come on, give us some credit. All right, I'm looking at you, Golden Knight.
Oh yeah, I completely forgot Golden Knight was on the Popes.
Oh, he was. I don't know. He tried to be on the Marlins before that fell apart for like the 4th time.
Yeah, I mean, I just feel like B teams in general just aren't the best idea.
Yeah, I mean, back when because we were trying to keep disruption. That's why we created the Marlins, because Diz was kind of good, but we didn't have any room until we dropped Joe.
Who's Joe?
Joe Schmo?
Oh, come on, man!
Come on!
Try to set you up for a joke.
Schmo.
Yeah, I know who's Joe Smoke, but
come on, he's in the Orcas Hall of Fame, man.
I was rolling with the comedy punchline, but whatever. All right, fine. You know, don't hit me with the Joe Mama.
You're going there. No, you don't even get to pull that. Nobody disses my Joe.
Whatever.
Alright, enjoy your cast. Everybody in chat, take care. Take out your tickets with a cohesive thing from now on, please. Thank you. Love you. That's my PSA.
Right.
Outline what you want accomplished when you take out the ticket.
Yeah.
Big brain.
Alright, have fun at your game tomorrow. Hope you don't die.
Thank you. Probably will.
That's how it
Got
goes.
against rich kids as per usual. So.
It's just the way she
Take
goes.
care.
Alright, see you, man.
That's how she goes. Peace.
Alright, I'm gonna go to the bathroom, and we're gonna get ready for some pregame. We'll be back in 5. Alrighty, we're about 5 minutes away from the drop of the puck here this evening as we take a look at the Halifax Hydras taking on the Yosemite Bobcats. The Yosemite Bobcats here for their first game here in Season 2 of Rebound with a brand new roster. Taking a look over at the roster, we see Captain Rambo manning the helm, followed up by Tyler.exe, Lil Q, and Shadows. On the flip side of the pond, the Halifax Hydras, captained by StubHub, followed up by Young Hades, Eagles 79, and Messiah. A lot of prominent players out there. Those aren't the current team records because I forgot to click on a few buttons. Yeah, a lot of good players out there on the ice. The Halifax Hydras coming off of a tough loss after last night against the Las Vegas Sentinels. Las Vegas Sentinels ended up 10-running them 12-2 last night. And it's just an unfortunate set of circumstances. I believe that was in the second period of play, if I remember correctly. But Yosemite Bobcats looking to make their mark here in their season opener. Trying to give the Halifax Hydras their second loss of the season. We'll see if they're able to do it, or if they're not able to do it. Only time will tell, and we'll be here to document it every step of the way. I sent out the login info, right? Oh no, I was so caught up talking to Skiz, I completely forgot to send out login stuff. Hang on, who's home, who's away? Let me check this real quick. Bobcats are home? Yeah. Oh man, I'm like zooming. I've never typed this fast before in my life. Tremendous amounts of speed. Who did I have set as home and who did I have set as away? I don't remember. Halifax is away. Alright, sick. Cool. It's all set up. We're good. Alright. Yeah, both teams having a brand new lineup. Halifax Hydras in their inauguration season for their team. Looking to get into the nitty-gritty of it here tonight against one of the most stacked teams in the Masters division up on the West Coast. Yosemite Bobcats having two of the biggest point getters from the previous season. Tyler and Rambo were competing for the most points prior to this season, and being on the same team might help them, might hurt them. Who's to say? But for the most part, it's gonna be a good matchup. Yeah. Grasp is back just in time. We were waiting specifically for him. Trying to delay this as long as possible so he can make it back. as well as Eagles having a little bit of technical difficulties. But it's all good. Whenever this game is played is whenever it's played, and we'll be here to enjoy it every step of the way. Sure to be a good matchup. Halifax trying to turn their season around here tonight. See if they're able to do so against one of the biggest titans, in my opinion, of Masters. Messiah did used to play East. I don't think he's playing this season on East, is he? Oh, okay. Maybe? Is he on Oakland? Or not? Yeah, Oklahoma? Interesting. A lot of channel points on the line. I wasn't expecting this much of a turnout for the Bobcats. 93% for the Bobcats, 7% for the Hydras. A 1-13 odds. Interesting. If I was a betting man, I'd at least put 100 down on Halifax at this point. I mean, if they do pull out the upset, you know, that's a big dubski for you. You know, Tyler, pretty sure his team's gonna win. Put down 19,000. Looking to take away Hades' 1.1 thousand or 1.1 thousand he put on the opposite side. No shot Bobcats lose. Them some fighting words. I think the Hydras at least have a chance. The shade has been thrown left and right, up and down, back and forth a little bit too. Yeah, we're just waiting for the lobby to fill, and then whenever the players get in here, we will be ready to rock and ready to roll before you know it. I predicted Tyler own goal. That is a very specific prediction. I wonder if we can get Pino to throw a couple betting odds up in the betting channel whenever it goes live. We'll get this one going at some point tonight, hopefully. See, if these two would be on time and play at the normal time, maybe Kyler could watch. But they wait so long that it's past his bedtime. Those are not my words, but I feel like they should be. But I mean, over in West, it's still like 8:15, 8:20 right now. So I mean, over there it's normal, but for here it's almost midnight. It's the FF strat. They can't lose if they don't play. I mean, the record says otherwise, but you know. They can't give up a goal if they never get on the ice. Save percentage only go up from there. The flaw last time was that they played. Alright, that's a little harsh. I mean, come on, man. Eagles just having some difficulty getting the game to work. You know, whenever, like, sometimes you start up the game and it just doesn't connect you to the server? It's one of those moments, I think. Let's just take it to Fortnite. Play some Fortnite. This gives me more time to like figure out the jumble of mess that is the ticket system right now. So, do you got like an ETA? Alright, well, while we wait, I'm gonna go, like, skim over some of today's matches that I found interesting. One of them being the Pittsburgh Spinners took out the Wrath 11-7, and then they came back and we watched their game against the Otangs. That was 17 or 13-5. Cardinals had a 7-1 win against Winnipeg. Not as many as the Spinners were able to put on them, but Cardinals really good matchup. I want to take a look at the stats here. Mackey with the only goal from Winnipeg. 4 shots. Cameron had 9. That's incredible. He just stacked the net absolutely amazing on the back end for Winnipeg. 11 saves between Pino and Ogood. Mackey coming in with 3. Bernard absolutely goaltended for Carolina Cardinals. That was a good matchup. Crusaders lost to the Ding Dongs 8-3. That's pretty controversial given that they had 5 players playing. Zero Fox MVM Effect, the former Arizona Outlaws C-Man, and TCW. I need high octane gameplay. I don't know what to tell you. Just waiting on. Yeah, you saw the lobby. We're here. We're just waiting. Tsunami's Latrobe game. I'm excited. Pittsburgh Camels game. Still working on that one. Beans and the Ball Peen Hammers, an 11-16 match. That is the most goals I've ever seen in a game. When I saw the ticket in the log file, I thought they forged it. I thought they pulled a Monchon 2 on us, but no, this is like an actual legitimate 27 goal matchup. Like, it's just all offense, all gas, no breaks. Solista played an absolute demonized game back in the net, but still, you know, 11 went by. A little further down, New Jersey Minutemen, a little matchup against the Winnipeg Wrath was today at 8 o'clock. That happened, or 7:30, my bad. Must have changed that last I checked. Let's see who scored in this one. Echo coming up big. Former Alaskan All-Star coming out on top up in the Challenger League alongside Alastier and Banji. Iceman announced his retirement earlier on tonight. He will be missed dearly. But, you know, leaving his legacy behind. Really good guy. Love Iceman to death. Played Minecraft with him for a while. But, yeah. The Sony Bobcats taking on the Halifax Hydras. Looks like everybody's in the lobby, at least as far as the players go. Now the question remains, how far away can I get from my microphone before you can't hear me? Alright. Lineups have been set. StubHub, Eagles, Young Hades, taking on Rambum, Lil Q, and Tyler.exe. Players are ready to rock, ready to roll. We'll take it to the ice, and we'll settle it out there as well. We jump into this next 15 minutes of slap shot action. Puck is dropped, the time is ticking, and an immediate save right out of the get-go. We'll see if my lags can not happen, as we got the Christmas lights out there on the ice. A big fan of this color scheme, if I do say so myself. Pass out in front. Little Q almost able to snap that one in, but not quite. Rambum here off the back, or the forehand, finds his way down to Little Q off the backhand. Hades keeps this one down below his own goal line. Tyler.exe saying hello. The colors are mixed up. They didn't listen to my home and away. Good. Bobcats. Did I do it wrong or did they do it wrong? Yeah, I gotta think about this. I don't remember. We'll fix it in the intermission. Rainbow off the forehand to the top side. Throws this one out to Tyler. Tyler here getting a hand on this one for the Bobcats. Retreats onto the defensive end. Off the forehand, Tyler here gets one down the near side boards. Lil Q not able to get a hold of that one. StubHub here behind his own goal here for Halifax. Takes this one up to the top side. Banks this one off the glass. Throws this one out the full length of the ice. Here's Tyler.exe with it now down to the near side for the Bobcats. Throws this one out. StubHub controls this one back in his own end. Off the backhand, StubHub thrown back down by Hades. Stub with it now. Down to the near side. Throws this one out off the forehand. Dumps this one down the full length of the ice. And the Bobcats will start their breakout. Eagles trying to flush him out the top side. Lil Q gets back to Tyler. Thrown out towards his own net. Rambum stops this one out. Eagles looking for that net. Not quite able to crash it in there. Lil Q keeps this one along the near side board. Shoots this one out. Not on net, though. Puck gets knocked down to the near side by Hades. Lil Q gets a touch on that one. StubHub says hello as well. Back to Tyler as he takes charge for the Yosemite Bobcats. There's this one out the length of the ice. Rambum off the hip. Eagles getting a touch on this one. Throws this one up to the top side. Tyler here with a hand on this one. Going to take this one down and around. StubHub getting a touch on this one up to the top side. Looking to take this one down to the bottom. Rambum here with a shot. Shooting. Nice save by StubHub. Out on the far side and keeps that one at bay. Another save. Tyler getting a shot on net. StubHub keeping that crease clean. Tyler here out at the red line, looking to advance this one into the offensive zone. Stopped up at the faceoff circle. StubHub getting a hand on this one. Not able to keep that one in the basket. Tyler up to Rambum. Rambum not able to get the shot off. StubHub here with a nice dump out. They will take their time. Tyler here for the Yosemite Bobcats. Down to Rambum. Shoots! Not quite able to find the net at the end of that one. Eagles there with a dump out. And the Bobcats will retrieve this one. Here's Tyler, down center avenue, dangles his way through the opposition and he will score, finding the first goal here in this matchup here this evening for the Yosemite Bobcats. Forehand to backhand transition. Bobs and weaves his way through the traffic. With 2 minutes, 25 seconds remaining in the first period of action, we have a 1-0 game for the Yosemite Bobcats. Rambo, off the backhand. Takes his time back on his own defensive end, back behind his own goal, uses it as a fence, throws this one out past Hades, shot coming out the other end. Here's Lil Q with it. Young Hades down the near side. Lil Q getting a nice touch on this one. Shoot, scores! What a beautiful pickpocket. Somebody call the cops because he was just robbed. What a steal away. Lil Q from the pocket of Hades, picks it out, forehand, backhand, forehand again, and then promptly cements that one into the back of the net. Slow motion. 2-0 now for the Bobcats. We continue on in our matchup here this evening. First period of action coming towards a close. Low Q able to get this one down to the near side. Rainbow here with it now. Throwing this one back to Tyler. Tyler takes his time. Up to the top side. Throws this one out to Low Q. Thrown off the side of the glass. Or off the side of the cage. And young Hades will have a nice dump out there. Tyler down the near side. Bang pass over to Rambo. Rambo swatted away by Hades. Eagles picks this one up. Looks to drive this one in. Off the back end. Drives it. But not able to get the forehanded shot past Rambo. And that one's stolen away by Tyler. Tyler here with the control. Off the backhand to the tip of the stick. Finds Low Q on the near side corner of the Halifax zone. Low Q. Off the Eagles. Down to the near side. Off the backhand. Dumps this one out the full length of the ice. 1 minute 11 remaining here in the first period of action. We have a 2-0 game for the Yosemite Bobcats. Here's Eagles. Battled up against Low Q. Comes out to Rambo. Rambo here with control on his own blue line. Throws it off the backhand. Thrown back over to Low Q. Thrown top side. Tyler. Tyler here out of the face-off circle. Trying to drive his way in, not able to find a driving lane to do so. Eagles forcing him out off the backhand, back into the neutral zone, thrown down to the near side, bank pass over to Little Q, back out top to Tyler. Tyler here in the wheelhouse, shooting, nice save by Eagles, high in the slot. And he'll bring this one out the other way with a nice dump, and looking for StubHub. StubHub not quite able to get that one in his pocket as Tyler brings it out the other way to the backhand, shooting, nice save by Hades, out to StubHub with one man to beat. Tyler figures out a way to get back on that back check, looking like Panarin, and he will steal that one away. Steal the show. 23 seconds remaining in the first period of action. Here's Tyler with it now, receiving the pass from Rambum, thrown out to Little Q, back over to Tyler, not able to get that one through as Eagles throwing a little interference into the mix of things. Tyler with a nice pick off there. 80s not able to get past Tyler, shooting off the far side and wide down to the near. StubHub against Little Q. Little Q comes out on top for, or the backhand pass over to Tyler, not able to connect on that one. Eagles down to the near side, dumps this one over to StubHub. That's going to be the end of the first period of action. I don't know if this graphic's going to work or not, but we're going to take a look over at it now. 2-0 Yosemite Bobcats in the lead. We're good. All right, cool. 2-0 Bobcats. We're going into the second period of action with 5 minutes on the clock. We're going to look to pop and lock this one as well as polka dot this one. Both teams ready to rock and ready to roll as the puck is dropped. The time is ticking. Puck down to the near side. Eagles able to find StubHub. Colors are correct now, so it's not all as the kids say, wiggity whack. None of the kids say that. Only I say that. I don't even say that. Kind of weird, if you ask me. StubHub over to Eagles. Looking for that backhand shot, not quite able to find the dice to roll. Here's Rambum with it now for the Yosemite Bobcats. Lost to StubHub. Off the hip, finds its way back to Rambum. Little Q off the back into the forehand. Pass out to Tyler, a little too slow. Hades over the nice pickoff, hits Rambum along the way. StubHub off Tyler, goes down to the near side, off the Eagles and Tyler pinch. Eagles will get this one up along the far side boards. Goes off of Tyler. Little Q off the back end. Throws it down to the near side. Here's Hades getting a backhander on this one. Eagles here in the pocket. Able to drive this one down the near side. Thrown out in front. Tyler there clears that one out of harm's way. Now will come out the other end of the ice. Out in front. Little Q shooting that one. StubHub with a nice save there. Little Q here down to the near side. Finds Tyler off the forehand. Looking for that shot. Shooting off of Rambum. Almost able to send that deflection in the back of the netting, but not quite. Here's Tyler with it yet again. Shooting off the far side and wide. Eagles. For Halifax up to the top side. Tyler playing the nice physicality. Giving Little Q all the time in the world. Weeks, if you ask me. Nice shot by Rambone. And that'll hit Tyler on the way in, making it 3-0 for the Yosemite Bobcats. Eagles, Tyler in the faceoff circle. Tyler coming out on top. Up to the top side. Here's young Hades driving in through the neutral zone. Up to the top side. Here's Tyler with it yet again. Eagles getting a touch on that one. Tyler swatting him away, keeping possession for the Bobcats. Off the back end, shoot, scores! Tyler nets another one. 3 minutes, 38 remaining in the second period of play. And the Bobcats make the total sum 4. Rambum back to the defensive end. Losing that one. Eagles there dumping that one down for Halifax. Here's Tyler receiving this one. Throwing this one down near side. Bank pass not intended for Rambum. Not able to hit him with that one. Hades able to find StubHub off of Tyler. Tyler here with a shot. Hits the side of the post. Comes out to the near side. Here's Hades with control now. Looking to take this one out for a walk. Tyler there making life difficult. Gets a backhander on this one. Not quite able to keep possession, but does rag it for a second. Lips this one out to the top side. And nobody in a red jersey ready for that one. We'll take this one back to the defensive end. Here's Eagles with it now out in front. StubHub almost had a game on his stick. Not able to pull the trigger. Shot off the near side and wide. Halifax Still looking to break that goose egg. Here's a little Q up the far side. Off the backhand. Thrown down to the near. Hades with a beautiful pickoff, but not quite able to get that shot off the forehand. Back to the point it goes. StubHub here able to find his way over to Hades. Hades there with a stick battle against Tyler. Tyler winning that one away. So he gets around 2. One man to beat StubHub, the last man back. Tyler drags his way in. Hits Eagles on that shot, and Eagles with pristine positioning keeps that one at bay. Hades lost a little Q. Little Q drives in along the near side boards. Eagles forcing him down into the corner. Eagles up against little Q. Q able to find his way back to Tyler. Tyler with a shot off the far side and wide, just wide of the netting by mere inches. Out the other way it goes. And StubHub able to find a goal for the Halifax Hydras. I mean, a little puck luck goes a long way. Halifax has found a way to crack the egg open. Let's see if the dam bursts. They have their first goal in a little bit of a mountain to climb. That is the Bobcats' lead. Little Q, looking for the shot, off the backhand, shoots, nice save by Eagles, standing tall in the crease, looking like a mountain. Eagles, off the backhand, dragging this one out. Tyler there's checks him away from the puck. StubHub looking to get that one back to Eagles, but Tyler does remain in control. That was short-lived as Eagles hits it off the far side of boards. Tyler throws it back out to Rambum. Rambum off the backhand, throws it on net, almost able to send that one in. Little Q almost had a snapper, but not able to get that one past the defenseman. That was StubHub. StubHub dumping this one in. Little Q here for the Bobcats up to the top sideboards. Thrown out. Hades getting a hand on that one. Hades once again back to the point. Here's StubHub driving in. Off the backhand, not able to send the one on net. Little Q there with a dump out. Goes past Eagles. Tyler the first man to this one for Yosemite. Runs the gauntlet himself down to the near side. Finds Rambum. Rambum out in front, able to find Tyler. Shooting saves by Eagles. Back to the point. Tyler. Hand on that one. Eagles there, forced back behind his own goal. Able to find Hades there with a nice dump out. Shooting saved by Eagles. Hits the post. Rambum drives it in. Hits the paint, but no. Oh, that is unfortunate. He had it in the bag. He had the bag tied up. He had the bag over his shoulder, and somehow Rambum ripped a hole in it, and everything inside fell out. So close to a magnificent defensive play, yet so far. Rambo trying to get this one into the zone for Yosemite. Off the forehand. Drives down. Shoots. Hits StubHub along the way. And that's a magnificent save, even if he wasn't credited with. Little Q in the corner. Takes his time for the Bobcats. Down to the near side. Finds that bang pass. Eagles here with a nice pickoff here. Takes it off the backhand. Shoots it off the side of the cage. And they will go unrewarded. They remain 1-5. Tyler in the corner. Tries to work his magic. Young Hades. Off the forehand. Throws this one back to StubHub. Throwing this one off the back of the cage. Hades looking for a pass down to the near side. Nobody home except Tyler. Back down into the red line. Tyler zooms his way down to the near side on that shot attempt, but not able to find any daylight at the end of that tunnel. StubHub off of Rambum. StubHub will control. 24 seconds remaining here in the second period of action. 1-5 is our score. The Bobcats are leading. Hades out at the point. Forehand pass over to StubHub. StubHub controls this one with a little bit of finesse. Down the near side. Tries to drive on. Little Cube with a nice redirection down the near side. Throws this one out to Tyler. Tyler off the backhand in the pocket. Shooting. Nice direction away by Eagles. Tyler off StubHub. Finds Little Q. Little Q dragging that one out. But that's going to be the end of the second period of action. Going into the second intermission. 5-1 for the Yosemite Bobcats. Shots are 13-3. If you can believe that. A little lopsided in possession time, a little lopsided in shots, but the Halifax Hydras not as far down the rabbit hole as you'd think they'd be at this point in time. They're playing a magnificent game out there. They're keeping their turnovers at bay. If they had a worse turnover ratio, I think they would be down by a lot more, but they're playing a lot smarter than it might seem. Having 64 shots coming into this third and final period of play, it's going to be interesting to see how much that takes into effect. It seems like the Bobcats have their control under wraps whenever it comes to that. So passing's not all that needed, but it is effective. 5 minutes on the clock. At the end of this, we will find a victor as long as it's not tied. Tyler to the top side. Throws this one out to Rambum. Rambum here getting this one over to Lil Q. No, Tyler. Tyler with a shot off the near side. Finds himself out of the face-off circle, finds Rambum back at the point. Young Hades there with a check, gets his puck loose, gets this one over to Eagles. Eagles there, drags it towards his own net. Catches Rambum overextending. Eagles lost to Rambum. Rambum up to the topside boards. Hades forcing that one down to Lil Q. Here's Eagles with an out off the back end, throws down to the near side. Here's Tyler.exe with an out bank pass lost over to StubHub. StubHub trying to get past him, but no dice on those rolls. Eagles up to the top side, off the forehand, throws this one out of the zone. For Tyler will pick this one up. Take his time down the near side. Off the backhand to the forehand, to the backhand. Short, shooting. Blech. Rainbow with a shot off the far side and wide. Comes down to the near side. Goes out in front. StubHub there. Getting a touch over to Hades. Young Hades down in the far side corner. Rainbow picks this one up off the backhand. Bringing this one out towards the point. Eagles getting a touch. Little Q's shot is denied by Hades high in the slot. Tyler trying to work his magic up on the top side point. Bringing this one out down to the central avenue. Goes off Eagles top side. Eagles looking for that dump, but not able to find it. Little Q dumps this one out. Finds only green jerseys, but somehow finds Tyler out at the end of that result. Shot towards the net, hits the side of the cage, comes out wide from Tyler's shot. Hades here with control now. Down to the near side, finding his way out to StubHub. StubHub with one man to beat, tries to deke him out, but Lil Q not buying anything he's selling. Knows it's all phony, fake gold. Lil Q will come out on top. Nice shot by Rainbow, but a better read by Hades. Keeps this one a 4-goal difference. Lil Q down to the near side. Off the backhand. Back to the face-off circle, throws this one out, gets off of Rainbow. Here's young Hades with it now. Tyler, the hand on that one. Off Eagles, down to the near side corner in the Halifax zone. Eagles up to the top side. Starting this breakout. StubHub getting a touch on that one, but Tyler trying to get that one out of the zone. StubHub, Tyler do battle along the far side boards out at the Yosemite blue line. Brought back to the Yosemite goal line. Tyler here with possession. Throws this one out. Goes off of Eagles. Rainbow not able to find that one on his stick as Eagle continues the Halifax agenda. Little Q will dump this one out to Tyler. Over to Rainbow. Rainbow with an empty net shoots, and he will score, making it a 6-1 game. Yeah. Have a good night, chicken. I hope you had fun. Oh my gosh, he almost did it again. Eagles. Almost having some of the... Oh, no, my bad. It was Young Hades. Young Hades almost had one of the best saves so far this evening. But the Bobcats crashing the net when they need it most. Comes up with the Brazil. StubHub here getting a hand on this one off the backhand. Looking to take this one up to the top side. Tyler there looking for that shot. Not quite able to find it. Eagles. Top side. Goes off Hades. Back off of Eagles. Little Q with a shot opportunity. Young Hades trying to keep this one at bay. Keeping this a 6-goal differential, perhaps. I think the Halifax Hydras will get at least one more before the regulation is over. How many the Bobcats will get, I don't really know. But I'm calling out that the Hydras are at least getting one more. Tyler, playing a little keep away. Down to the near side, bank pass over to Rainbow. Slowly but surely. Rainbow along the near side boards. Tries to get this one past StubHub, able to do so. StubHub keeps on that one, gets a little contact on that passing shot, or the passing lane. Forcing this one out. StubHub there with a dump out. Tyler rewarded with a safe shot. Scores! Tyler from a country away. Able to shoot that one down from his own blue line. Finds his way through traffic into the back of the netting. 8-1 now the score for the Bobcats. Here's Rambo. Down the near side. Hades steals that one away on the defensive end. Tyler advances the offense. Young Hades with it now. Off the backhand. Drags that one out. Hits Rainbow. Young Hades. Far side face-off circle. Looking to take this one out in front. Tyler shoots off the near side and wide. Here's Eagles. To the top side. Finds Hades. Hades back to Eagles. Lets that one go to StubHub. Tyler picks this one up for the Bobcats. Back into the Bobcats territory. Carries it over to Lil Q. Lil Q up the top side. Eagles there. Knocks this one down to the near side. Tyler tries to get a stick check. StubHub gets the better side of it. Battle for the puck still ensues with 60 seconds remaining in the matchup. Tyler keeps possession up to the top side. Uses the goal for a little leverage. Lil Q with a nice pick there. Tyler drags this one down the near side. Gets past StubHub. Young Hades out the other way. Beats Lil Q but not able to get himself past in time. And Lil Q will recover. Lil Q, top side. Backhands this one out of the zone. Hits Tyler. Shoots. Scores! What a pass by Lil Q. And what a finish by Tyler. I can't believe that didn't count for StubHub to stop that. He was in great position, but it does squeak by. The Bobcats are now up 9-1. Eagles over the shot. Almost able to get that one on Lil Q in position to make that stop. Tyler bringing this one out the other way. StubHub here driving this one out the far side boards. Tyler here getting a touch on that one. Eagles there. Takes him away with a little physicality. StubHub saying hello. Tyler gets that one towards the net. Hades there up to the top side, finds his way out of the zone. Almost able to hit Eagles on that pass, but it comes down to Rambum. Rambum there with the dump out, finds low Q, gets off of Hades, and that's going to be the 10th goal for the Yosemite Bobcats. 12 seconds remaining here in the third period of play, and that is unfortunato. Tyler up to the top side, shoots, looking for that mercy roll, but not able to find the goal on that one. Tyler here looking for that shot. Rambum back at the point, shooting off the near side and wide. Here's Eagles down in the corner. That's going to be it. Final score of this matchup was 10-1 between the Halifax Weebs and the Yosemite Bobcats. Tyler.exe with 11 shots, 6 goals, and a save to his name was the MVP here tonight. But Eagles, StubHub, Hades, all sharing the load on the defensive end. StubHub and Young Hades having 3, Eagles having 4. With all of those combined making the 10 saves for the Halifax Hydras, only letting in, the more difficult ones, and then, it's a work in progress. I think Halifax, once they get their chemistry down, they're going to be a really great team, and I think they're going to be really prominent. I don't see them going down into the contenders division here at the end of the season. I think they're going to be a contender coming into playoffs. Don't mark my words. You cannot mark my words. It's up to you. Good games all around. Halifax played a really good game. I think there's just little things that they can tweak here and there, and that'll really bring them out on top. That's my prediction. Take it or leave it. I don't know. I'm from East. You don't have to listen to me. But, yeah. That was a fun one. I really enjoyed that one. It went into the end of regulation. Everything I heard for predictions coming into that game was it was going to be a 10-run for Yosemite before the second period ended. That's what people are calling it out to be. But Eagles, Hades, StubHub, really good game. Defensively, awesome. Like, that was really well played. Nothing to hang your head about. By next season, you guys are probably going to be one of the top dogs if you stick together. But yeah, Tyler gets a lot of he's like 900 channel points or something out of that. I don't remember. But yeah, possession time. Bobcats holding it for the majority of it. Halifax not that far behind them in possession time. But for passes, we had 95. And for turnovers, it was 2-1 for the Bobcats. That's an oddly satisfying stat. Yeah, there's your tell by the numbers. This is going to conclude the evening here on the SPL Network. Was a fun one. Had a lot of good games. It was a good way to end off with the first Westcast for me of the season. A good way to start off the season for the Yosemite Bobcats with a nice, crispy W. Oh, that being said, I don't know what else I got for you. Who are we gonna raid? Is anyone playing Slapshot right now? I don't think a guy speaks English, so we're not gonna. I don't know if I want to go there. Do we have? Who's your favorite hot tub streamer? Throw someone out at me. Here's some division result predictions, dude. I don't. That's a lot of work. I don't know. Yo, you mean just what the standings are going to be at the end of the season? Yeah, that's a weird one. Let me think. I'll give you out an answer real sauce-like. For the relegation spots, I think the LA Royals are probably going to be last, and then the Vancouver Badgers will probably be 7th. First place, I'm going to give that to the... I want to say the Sentinels are first, Yosemite Bobcats second. After that's going to be the Raptors. So Raptors in third. Maui Monkeys underneath them. And then Covtown Curs will be 6th. I mean, the Monkeys are good. Everybody, top 6 I mean, really, all of you guys are pretty stacked compared to the lower division. Now the monkeys, I mean, monkeys are either going to be 3rd or 4th. I'm not sure yet. Tough one. Kylar is greater than Kyler. Say, do they both play 3s, or is Kylar more an offensive player? I haven't seen Kylar play. Both of them are 3s. I'd be interested to see the two teams verse each other on like central servers. But I think central server is more east than it is west. It's not like true central. Yeah, Kyler is one of the best 3s in west. I don't know, Tyler's pretty good as a 3. Yeah, with the LA Royals picking up Crooks, I feel like that was like a last-ditch effort for them. I don't know how well that team's going to turn out, but I'm interested to see how it's going to go. Yeah, Slapshot Central is just like slightly to the left of East. Like, I'm perfectly in between Central and East. Like, I was assuming they're gonna do like Texas for Central, because that's where like we have 4 of our teams from in SPL. We have 4 Dallas like area teams. I don't know if the Fort Worth Felons were actually from Fort Worth, but you know. Yeah, Kyler from East, he's been pro since like, let me think. When did he come into the league? Was it... Pretty sure he's been here from the beginning, right? I don't know if any of you guys actually know the history behind him or not. If it wasn't season 1, it was definitely season 2, because I remember he played for the Ireland Pepe Tactics in season 2. And I think he was an omelet at some point too. Like Kyler was like East Kyler was like a pro from like the beginning. Like he was 7 years old and he was shooting pucks in the net. You know, they're both really good players. I think they're pretty much just equal, just different sides of the continent. Yeah, that's an Eastcaster's viewpoint on things. Take it with a grain of salt. I don't know. Do what you want with it. Yeah. All right, so I gotta go clean up the league. There are like 20 tickets open right now between East and West. So I'm gonna go clean up the league, and then I'm probably gonna go to bed and try to not fall asleep at work tomorrow. So thank you all for hanging out. It was a lot of fun, especially ending it off with my first Westcast since February. But yeah. So thank you all for hanging out. Thanks for streaming. No, thank you for playing. Great games today. Can't agree with that, Shadows. You didn't play though. Hang on. Yeah, never mind. Forget what I said. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for chilling out. It was fun having you around. It goes for all of you. But that's gonna do it for me here tonight. We'll be back tomorrow, maybe. I don't know what my plans are for tomorrow yet. That's a later problem. Not even thinking about it right now. But yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you for tuning in, and we will see you guys next time on the SPL Network.